We, folks, are live for the second
everybody.
round of the NBA playoffs. This kid's in my Milwaukee Bucks. Yes, we're sitting in our Swordsy Stories home studios here in Philadelphia, but we are still Wisconsin sports fans, Milwaukee Bucks fans, and we got ourselves a whale of a second round series coming up with the NBA's best defensive team, the Boston Celtics. This is going to be tough.
Best defensive team.
By the numbers.
Okay.
By the numbers.
Okay. Yeah. And this playoff, I don't know if I call it a rivalry, but a back and forth series has gone back to the 1974 NBA Finals.
Oh, yeah.
We've got history with the Boston Celtics.
I'm going to dive into that with my experiences with that from long ago as we dive into this game in itself.
Yeah, and last time we played, 2019, Bucks won. The time before that, the Celtics won. So it's a very back and forth series.
The third time they played in 5 years.
Yeah.
In the postseason.
And they played so many times back when you were a kid.
Oh, yes. I mean, dating back to the 1980s. I grew up as a kid in Milwaukee. Every May, it seemed as if. Oh, by the way, before we continue this, chat with us. Talk about the game itself. Talk about what you're doing. Talk about what you got going today. Because we know that many of you are going to be Bucks or Celtics or NBA fans. Some of you may not be, and that's okay. Just chime in as we chat the game, we chat life, whatever it is. So definitely join the chat and definitely join us on the replay, especially as well.
Yes.
But back in the 80s, when I was growing up as a kid, every single year, it seemed like the Bucks played the Celtics or the Sixers or both in the postseason. And it's like they would beat one every year in the 80s and lose to the other.
Nick in the chat, Nick the Mod saying...
Nick the Mod? What's this?
Nick the Moderator.
Oh, Nick the Moderator. I thought he's always Nick the Legend.
True, but saying I made it Bucks in 4, Celtics getting swept. We'll see. Sixers and Celtics are rivals, so you know.
By far. There's a lot of history there, even more there.
Nick at the outlets, but will hopefully still be there.
Appreciate that.
Anthony Chimino saying what's up. Sam Vlogs boy from Milwaukee saying go Bucks.
Awesome.
Bucks and 6.
Always. Now, Bucks, Celtics, I mean, every year they would battle back in the 80s. The Bucks would always win the Central Division. But the Atlantic Division was loaded. The Eastern Division was loaded.
Celtics, Sixers,
exactly.
Knicks.
I mean, the Knicks weren't very good back then.
But I mean, during the Patrick Ewing days, they were a little later.
Yeah, later on. But you had the Celtics and Sixers every year, seemingly. One of the two would make the finals. And the Bucks would beat one of them in the playoffs and lose to the other. And it was just so frustrating. A team that I frankly think back in the day when you had Marcus Johnson, you had Bob Lanier, you had Sidney Moncrief, the NBA's best defender, one of the few who could shut down Jordan. I mean, when you had that core, Terry Cummings later on with that team, Paul Pressey during that decade, that team could have won some NBA finals in the last maybe 10 years or so. They were that balanced. But they could never get past these two super teams. I mean, some say that the 80 Celtics were among the greatest teams to ever play the game. Some say like the 1983 Philadelphia 76ers, who were who their only playoff loss back in the 83 playoffs was to the Bucks. May have been the best team in the history of the NBA. And the Bucks just kept running into them.
Yeah.
Nick saying, frustrating.
Anthony, I'm getting a Big League Chew hat from the Woods Outlet.
Oh, sweet.
I'm guessing that it's one of the Phillies ones that we saw in the team store at the game the other day. Celtics are trash. Bucks are better. Let's go, Bucks.
Let's go, Bucks. Absolutely.
We love the Bucks.
Absolutely.
And Nick embracing that Bucks culture. I was over at his house last night, and he's got some Bucks stuff. He's got the Giannis jersey. He's got the Giannis sticker. And speaking of Giannis, if we look here, the Bucks starting lineup different than normal, with Giannis playing small forward. Khris Middleton out for the Bucks. That's one of our couple injuries. Lopez, Portis, Giannis, Matthews, Holiday. Interesting starting lineup. 3 bigs.
Would you really call Portis a power forward out of Giannis?
Really, I think he is. He's a power forward in the center. He's not really a small forward. And based off of what I saw, it's say Giannis was playing small forward today.
Okay.
So,
yes.
And I mean, he can play every position.
Right.
So
that's 5,000% true.
And on the Celtics side of things, we have Robert Williams, Al Horford, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Marcus Smart. Key injuries, we have Khris Middleton and George Hill out for the Bucks, and the Celtics are completely healthy. Cash Money going down with some injury, or with what injury was it?
Oh man, it was something with, I thought it was a knee. Let me check.
Yeah,
but
I thought it was a knee too.
But either way, I mean, it's going to hamstring in some sense the Bucks. Perhaps this whole series.
Nick, talking about that 83 team.
Yeah, that's an MCL injury. Okay. That's not good.
That 83 team was stacked. Doc was great. Talking about Dr. J.
Yep.
Moses Malone was the best player in the game at the time. Maurice Cheeks was an underrated player at the time.
Oh, by far. I mean, that big 3 right there is an off-the-charts big 3. Yes. And that move, by the way, when the Sixers finally said, bye, Darryl Hawkins. We loved your dunks. We loved how good of a fan favorite you were, but we can get the best center in the NBA right now in Moses Malone. Let's get him. And they got him.
Yeah.
And they were ridiculous that year. Yeah. One of the best teams to ever play in the NBA. He came to the Bucks actually in like 1990, 91.
Yeah.
He was so over the hill. So over the hill. That year was the first year the Bulls won a championship. They destroyed the Bucks in the playoffs that year.
Yeah.
And the Bucks didn't get back for 10 years.
Man. But speaking of centers, Brook Lopez, an interesting guy for the Bucks. Goes back to 2019. We got him signed him out of Brooklyn. And at first I was happy with it. Then I saw Marc Gasol killing him. It's Ibaka killing him in that 2019.
What weapons were they using?
I don't know, but Brook Lopez couldn't do anything. They were just absolutely locking him down and scoring all over him. And really, I was like, yeah, this isn't going to go. I'm like, no, just no. I really started to doubt a little bit Brook Lopez.
Yeah.
2020 came. He played pretty well. I can't remember if he was injured. I don't think he was. So 2021 comes along, and we got PJ Tucker and Bobby Portis. And I mean, Bobby and PJ took up that 5th spot in the lineup. And really, sometimes Giannis played center, sometimes Bobby played center. It was an interesting rotation. And then we had, Lopez go down with the back after the first game. And I was really doubting him until he came out and was putting up anywhere from 12 to 15 points, even more sometimes. And I'm like, that's all we need with Giannis. I'm like, that's all we need.
And that's part of what we discussed. What we discussed earlier today about just how important it is to have a team that has chemistry.
Exactly.
There are teams with, and you mentioned it, Nick, Warriors, Durant, Curry, and Clay, where it's not just the talent. It's how well they play together. Last year, you could argue that the Bucks were maybe the 3rd or 4th most talented team in the NBA.
Yeah, for example, you can look at the Nets' big 3 better, talent-wise. But The Bucks had chemistry.
Exactly. The Bucks were the best in the NBA because they had of chemistry, togetherness, playing an unselfish, team-oriented brand of basketball. Moose Nation joining us. Moose, as a Timberwolves fan, I'm bummed they're eliminated, but the Grizzlies are a great team. You cannot wait until next year. That Grizzlies team, that they could win the whole thing this year.
Yeah, I was talking to Nick yesterday, I think, about the fact that imagine if the Timberwolves would have kept together that Jimmy Butler, Andrew Wiggins, and Cat duo trio.
Yeah.
And how good that would have been. But really the Bucks' big three, it consists of Giannis, who's that drive to the lane scorer.
Yep.
Putting up 50 pieces in Game 6 of the finals. One of the best defenders in basketball. As actually, Bobby Portis is playing small forward, apparently.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I don't know.
He's shorter. He's a smaller forward than Giannis is, so he's a small forward.
Fair. But, okay, I'm sorry, Nick. I'm sorry. But
I don't blame you.
I
don't blame you.
But I agree, Nick. Sixers don't have the chemistry, but we'll get it. And next year, Sixers I think are gonna win the finals. I see them going all the way.
Sixers should be a favorite next year to win the whole ball wax.
Yeah, this year,
assuming same health with James Harden.
Yeah, this year I haven't really watched the Suns much, but they're really my pick. They've been my pick. New Orleans gave them a run for their money, but we'll see. You'll see that happen sometimes in the first round. But it could be Memphis. I'm more and more thinking it's going to be someone out of the East, though.
This is, again, as we're about to tip off, this is, again, one of those confusing moments where if you do it the old school way with the light uniforms for the home teams, the dark uniforms for the road teams, you know where they're playing just based on the look of the uniforms.
That is weird.
Boston is wearing black, and they have the choice to as the home team. And the Bucks are wearing the white. Like if I see the white, I'm thinking the Bucks are the home team.
Yeah.
But they're in Boston.
Yeah. And sometimes we'll wear our city jerseys, but
true.
Nick saying it's fine, Joel had to play with a mask and a broken face against the Heat 3 years ago. He can do it again.
Giannis getting tackled on the first possession of the game. And he does not get the benefit of the call as Boston keeps the basketball.
Giannis could be good at any sport if he just worked at it.
I mean, he could easily play goalkeeper in soccer.
He grew up playing soccer.
Exactly. He can destroy teams, although it might be hard if you shoot low for him. Yeah. Like, he could get 5-hole. Same thing if he was a hockey goalie, but I could easily see him playing tight end of the NBA.
Or you mean NFL?
Yeah, sorry, NFL. I can't think today. 3-point shot for Boston. They're up 3-zip. First points of the game. Holiday.
Bang!
And thunder coming down from Giannis to make it a 3-2 game. A spectacular dunk in the lane.
According to Woj, Joel should play the third and fourth games, but James has got this. I hope
He's
so.
Gonna need to have this.
I want to see Bucks Sixers Eastern Conference Finals.
Oh, that'd be beautiful.
Because I mean, it's my two favorite teams. It's the law offices of J&J against the Big Three. I like to call this the law. Joel and James, the law offices of J&J, because.
But each are underdogs in their series, which is not going to be easy, and we're now seeing why. As
the defensive player of the year, Marcus Smart.
Yep, the green-haired defensive player of the year hitting a 3 to make it 6-2.
Did you all see Giannis did a soccer move in warm-ups and made the shot? I did not.
I saw that. Yep.
But I know that Giannis, if you go back, right, if you're just on YouTube after you watched our videos, and if you're just looking for something, go check out Bucks All Access. Great, behind the scenes stuff with the Bucks. They went to Paris, got some stuff at what's it called, PSG? Yeah.
Yep, Paris Saint-Germain.
And
the soccer team.
Giannis was actually practicing soccer with the Nasas, and they had some pretty good moves. Drew.
Oh, that 3-pointer that you just saw by Drew Holiday was caused by defense by Giannis because he was able to quickly move in position and stop a drive by a Celtic and force him to give up the ball. He wasn't sure what he was doing. And then they created a turnover, and it created the Drew 3-point shot. Boston just answered to make it 8-5.
Yeah, Robert Williams there. Drew just comes back down the court.
Beautiful.
It's another 3. This man is stepping up as the go-to 3-point guy. Nick, I think the Bucks and Sixers both win in 6.
That would be beautiful.
I think, Sixers and 6, it only makes sense.
And odds are, if they're going to win this series, they're going to want to win it in 6. Home court in Game 6 would be critical.
Yeah, the Bucks would have home court against Philly, meaning that 3, 4, and 6 would be in Philly. 1,
2, 5, 7.
Yeah, 1, 2, 5, 7 in
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. I think that series goes 7 either way.
Yes, that would be just brilliant, dramatic basketball. Just brilliant.
And the winner I think could actually have a good chance of winning the finals.
It's all matchup. It's all how well do they match up individually because Milwaukee has not matched up well against Memphis.
Nick saying, Drew, I love you. The Philly guy, Drew Holiday on the Bucks.
Yep.
Wesley Matthews just dribbling around the entire court.
Remind me where Drew Holiday went to high school, if you know this. Oh, man. Our picture? No. Not our picture in the Franklin Institute wall. We got to check that place out, by the way. We need to.
Oh, I love seeing Bobby Portis get... Oh, that's a foul!
Oh.
He fouled him.
Oh, yeah. He did.
Jason Tatum essentially tackled Bobby Portis. Come on.
Oh, are they trying to play the Hackapotis style of basketball, like the old Hack-a-Shack? Yeah, they're trying to be physical against the more athletic Bucks, which I completely understand. I mean, look at that push.
Just pushed off.
Horford pushed
Lopez, no call.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
That's such a bad call.
But the Bucks
and there's justice.
Come on, let's go, Brooke.
The Bucks get the ball back.
Brooke with a spin move. Pass.
Oh my God, yeah, that was a bad shot.
Nick saying he went to Campbell Hall.
Ooh, I have not heard of that school. I'll have to look it up.
Nick saying Hackabend was a common Atlanta Hawks move. I think Nick is our only viewer, so hello.
At the moment.
Yes, at the moment.
At the moment.
It's 0 people watching.
Yeah, the algorithm doesn't like us today.
Yeah.
We've had issues with the YouTube algorithm. We'll live with it, though. We'll be all right.
Oh, we have a viewer. Good.
Hey.
Al Horford, I miss you a lot.
That's awesome.
Fun fact, I didn't know this. You probably do. Tobias Harris was drafted by the Bucks.
Yeah, that's correct.
I never knew that until I was looking on Podal, and I'm like, what former Bucks? I'm like, what former Bucks are on the Sixers? And then I was looking around. I'm like, was Tobias Harris a Buck? Like, what? Hey?
Marcus Smart of the line getting Boston back the lead. 8:04 left in the first. And yes, Al Horford's dad played for the Bucks as well.
Really?
Tito.
Tito Horford?
Tito Horford.
Okay. Never heard of him.
That's because he wasn't very good. One of the best products, though, ever out of the University of Miami basketball program. Back then, much more known for football, for good reason. As the U.
It's not the U, it's Drew. It's
University of Miami is the U.
I'm just kidding.
Nice. Tied at 10.
We see Middleton and
sad
Hill.
Forlord, Khris Middleton, sitting on the sideline. You know what, though? It has to be ridiculously frustrating for him because he wants to be on that floor so badly, and he can't.
Come on, Wes. Come on.
What you're seeing.
Foul.
Nope.
No foul?
No foul. That, I think, was a walk.
Oh, okay.
And
Tatum fouled Giannis before, so.
Boston is so good at rotating to whoever has the ball and creating pressure.
And they're good at tackling people. And they're way too aggressive and not getting foul calls.
It's the playoffs. They're not getting you're not going to have those called as much.
Tackling people should get called.
Man.
Al Horford, great to see him back in Boston, where he belongs.
And great to see him back missing shots like that.
Yeah. I remember
the Bucks.
Horford 2019 playoffs, coming back from West Virginia. And
we have some frustration from Nick the Legend.
Saying, Anthony, my hatred toward Pascal Siakam is even more because he said Joel deserved to be elbowed in the face.
Oh, man.
But it's Joel. Joel doesn't deserve anything. He doesn't deserve anything more than what already happened to him.
That's called sour grapes.
Yes, Nick and I were just on the call the other day, and we were just like, stay classy, Toronto. Stay classy.
Yeah.
Stay classy. They were having some interesting chants towards Joel. And Joel just laughed when he walked off the court.
He should.
Yeah.
He absolutely should. These Bucks, I mean.
And they elbowed him. They did other stuff to him.
Yeah, this is one of those series, by the way, where, I mean, you can't judge so much on the first few minutes of a series. You just can't. 10-10, evenly matched so far.
Yeah.
Very physical so far, and I'm being nice. I mean, when
maybe too physical.
When you're being like pushed back.
Al Horford was pushing for a close. And they literally, Jason Tatum literally forcefully was trapping Giannis up against the sideline, forcefully, like, on him.
Yeah, not good. Not good. And Nick quotes, Karma, I don't care if you're my Cameroonian brother. You come here and mock my city, doing an airplane after a monster slam, you deserve it.
So what's wrong with Joel having a little fun? It was like the clinching dunk. He was having a little fun with it, going, that's just a fun celebration. What's the big deal, people?
I get you.
And that was, again, from Pascal Siakam, Joel's Cameroonian brother.
Drew Holiday right now leading Milwaukee with 6. Giannis with 4, the only guys on the court with any points at all whatsoever. 4 Boston, Marcus Smart with 5, Al Horford with 3, and the stat sheet is missing somebody.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
I'm going to be right back and get some water quick.
It's okay. Going to hydrate.
I ran out quick.
As we are currently in a home with also an under-the-weather Renata mommy, so if you can send some up for her, that would be awesome. And the Sixers, I think you're trying to say, yes, Nick, you said, we're up by 30. Why he's so mad, and I don't blame. Because you are destroying a team. Excuse me. You get blown out. And at the same time, physical damage on someone is never fair and right retribution. Ever. You don't do that. That's just not right. Just not right. And that's going to massively affect the series, especially with 2 games in Miami. I mean, to ask James Harden to dominate this series for 2 games on the road by himself against top seed, good luck. But you're seeing right now, on these replays. Thompson, I got a video of yours to catch.
Did you just say that James Harden would do that all by himself?
No, I'm saying asking someone to do that by himself is too much of a tall task. Thompson, how you doing? Joining us from Scotland. Well, I got a vid for you to catch today. I have to catch today. Yes, absolute basketball. Milwaukee Bucks against the Boston Celtics. No relation to Celtic FC, by the way.
This is the way that I was trying to shoot it last night and airballed against Nick.
So,
how does Tatum get at the line after he did a million bad stuff to Giannis, bro?
Because they've drawn enough fouls.
Sure.
So I mean, refereeing in any sport is ridiculously hard.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to.
Sam Vlogs boy saying hello again.
Hey.
Yeah.
But that yawn was nothing personal to any of you. I'm just exhausted. after a great day yesterday.
And
you're going to see some video on that coming up soon. As we're back to live action, the Bucks down 11-10. And I mean, just suffocating defense, but there to clean up the mess is Brooke Lopez, the player in the NBA who looks most like Keegan-Michael Key.
And who is a Disney fanatic.
Oh, by far.
Him and his brother Robin, big Disney guys.
Thank you, Sam Vlogs Boy.
We'll
call it Slam Vlogs Boy.
We got to have nicknames for everyone. 14-10
with another smart three-pointer for Boston. Does Milwaukee answer back? Too many rebounders down there.
Oh, almost got it back.
And, yeah, good no call, by the way.
Yeah, Tatum running into Giannis.
Tatum running into Giannis and trying to draw a foul and was doing a horrible acting job, and the refs didn't go for it.
Yeah.
Just beautiful.
Yeah, what a... Just crazy.
I mean, it's standard operating.
He didn't even try it.
Oh, tip in.
I mean, at least Jake Crowder tried to fix it.
16-14.
I mean, at least Jake Crowder tried to make it look like it wasn't like that. It was a foul. Jason Tatum didn't even try.
My gosh. I mean, again, got a steal right there. That's just good defense by Boston. That's not a foul. It's just good defense.
Nick coming up with all the nicknames.
Nice.
Slam Vlogs Boy Tam the Man.
Thankfully, Boston did not take advantage of that. And that's the Bucks now get it with Giannis trying to drive coast to coast. And he's driving right into the teeth of a Boston defense. Best defensive team in the NBA. That's what people forget about that squad. Oh, and Holiday gets the foul call there and not the charge. Let's see the replay. Okay, that's not the play right there. Nick the Quick or Legend.
Tearing the Man and Sam Vlogs Boy.
Yes.
All right, see you later, Nick.
We'll miss you, Nick. We'll see you soon. 5:01 left to the first. Boston up on Milwaukee. 16-12.
I'm trying to figure out what emojis those are.
Oh, man.
Dancing and a guy, I think. I can't tell.
Yeah, that's hard to tell. My apologies, Tampson. Oh, beautiful passing underneath by Boston, and they get the easy layup. That's what passing the basketball will do. Or as you say in footy, the through ball, Tampson.
What time is it out there in Scotland?
It's got to be, 6 o'clock your time?
Yeah.
1800 hours, Tampson? Amen. Let's go Bucks, but they got work to do. They're down 18-12, 4:42 left in the first. This is a case of Boston being as strong as they are on defense and the Bucks just simply not being used to it. And they've ratcheted their intensity on defense to a higher level, sometimes a dirty level.
Yeah, Sam. The according to the Northwestern Medical Center, the Bulls' 2022 season was pronounced dead in Milwaukee.
That's cruel.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
That's cruel.
I'm just kidding.
Oh man.
I'm just kidding.
Don't let Santos Chronicles see that.
I'm messing around.
That is
I'm just kidding.
Cruel and unusual and funny punishment. Oh man.
Yeah, I'm just messing around.
That's all good.
I pulled that on Chicago Sports Network in our group chat, our basketball group chat. He never responded.
Thank you for the laughter, Sam.
Yeah.
Thank you for the laughter. For any of you out there, Sam is a ridiculous drummer.
Yeah.
Go check his channel out. See some of his work.
Sam, we got to see more of the drumming stuff. I love it.
Sam and Steve, you should meet Steven from Steven and Andy. Professional drummer. Has drummed around the world.
Sam's like, LOL, I can't type right.
Hey, I can't think straight either.
Can't we all?
I cannot think straight.
I can't type right sometimes. I'm always messing up with my writing.
Oh, and I'm a professional editor. I sometimes do too. It's okay.
Unless it's school writing, and then, I'm on my top game. I'm working on my... Yeah, Sam Vlogs Boy, they are Steven and Andy.
Yeah, check them out here on the tube.
On YouTube, yeah.
Great channel. Great travel channel. Man, Tamsin, how'd your boys' Hearts do? Are they still in season? Their season probably is wrapping up real soon, aren't they? Let me check the Scottish Premier League table here while we're sitting here. How you boys doing? Oh, you're in third. You're in third.
Celtic in first, Rangers in second. That could create a little something interesting.
Yeah. Now, did it already? It's an odd number of games. So you still should have some games coming up. Let's see. Yeah, you got
Celtic Hearts actually coming up.
Oh, you're going up against the big boys.
Saturday, May 7th.
Oh man, and I don't think you can catch up. You're pretty far behind. It looks like in the standings in the table as it is. Oh man, yeah, Sam, you make a good point. I could see that being the case where the Bucks go down 2-0 and then win the series. They did that twice in last year's postseason. Misha,
hello.
How you doing? What are you shopping for today? What's in the shopping list? Your post-church shopping list. We're going later tonight. 18-12. Again, suffocating defense. They are so good at knowing exactly how to mess with you when you own the basketball. And the Bucks just aren't being careful enough.
I like to see Javon Carter in the game, though. Former Sun, now on the good side.
And now the Bucks are just chucking up threes like they're afraid to try and drive the lane, which you can't be afraid to do.
Grayson Allen shouldn't be scared. He's always beating people up. I mean...
and there's great ball movement by Boston.
Grayson, get in there.
Missed the shot, but good execution on the possession. Just missed the shot.
Grayson Allen, one of the dirtiest players in basketball. I mean, if there's a time to bring out that dirtiness, to be now and play that tough D.
Man.
And offense. I mean, he's not scared of anybody.
Celtics doing pretty good. That they absolutely are. Misha, just a few groceries before you head our way this week. That's right. You are coming to near this neck of the woods.
It should be Sam the Celtics man. Because I know Sam does like the Celtics because of Jason Tatum.
And Misha, message us on a private message. Let us know if you're what your schedule may be. We'll see what we can do. Can't promise anything because we've got a lot coming up, but we'll see what we can pull off.
Let's just say that we have a lot of plans.
Tons of
plans. The next
several
weekends.
I mean, if I go back and look, for example, over at what we have in the archive that we need to start setting up for videos, we probably have 7 or 8 episodes just waiting. But we need that with how life can be, with how schedules can be. Got us driving the lane.
MVP.
Oh,
MVP.
19-14, Boston up. Bucks trying to catch up. 3:26 left in the first quarter.
Sam,
let's put it up.
The Lakers are doing bad because Russell Westbrook is just not playing good anymore, and LeBron is always hurt.
That's part of it, and just a lot of politics and bickering in that organization.
Oh yeah, that organization is crazy. But
you got it. You got to make sure you got it.
Sadly,
oh man, 22-14.
Darvin Ham is being interviewed for the Lakers job. Darvin, stay. We need you, Darvin.
Yeah, but think about this though. Bucks assistant job, Lakers head job.
True, but I love Darvin Ham, the former Buck. He's just great.
Oh, I missed the calls of Ted Davis.
Honestly,
hand up.
I'm pretty sure that other teams have interviewed him, and I honestly, just because of how connected he is with the city and all that, I wouldn't be surprised if he stays.
No,
we'll see.
When we take a 5 times pay increase for a head job. Nice 3-pointer.
Planet Pat,
22-17, Boston, 2:40 left. When there's 5 times the pay level between the head coaching job of the Lakers and a Bucks assistant job, you're going to take that job.
Sad to see pieces leaving from this championship team, as we'll see that. Like, for example, in the NBA, Jaylen Brown with a slam down.
That's not good.
Off the rebound. The Seattle Seahawks. Bobby Wagner being cut, that was the last player from their championship team.
Yeah, it's almost
10
it's
years.
like 8. It's like 8 seasons ago.
True, but still, like
Bobby Portis.
Yeah, still like Bobby Portis is on the team. I'll be right back.
24-20.
I have something.
Boston up
I forgot to write this.
on the Bucks. He's bringing props, people. He's bringing props for Mr. Portis with the steal and the bucket. By himself, he scored 5 points in the last 15 seconds to make it a 2-point lead for Boston. And the Sunglass one running for president in 2024. Right there. Right
Bobby Portis. I made that song myself.
Are we cheering for the Dallas Mavericks?
Nah.
We're not cheering for them. We're not cheering against them.
I mean,
We're just sort of there.
Jason Kidd's their coach. I like Luka.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they're cool.
All right.
Not a big, in the West, I really want CB3 and D-Book
Makes sense.
To get their rings. I'd love to see the Suns win. It's such a great people.
If the Bucks can't, yeah.
Yeah, if the Bucks can't or the Sixers can't, it's Suns fans, just people of Arizona, so nice.
Yeah, they were great to us.
Great fans. They really are passionate about the team. And they really are like Bucks fans in a way. With that passion.
They're passionate, but they're also warm to others.
Yes.
Very warm to others. And by the way, and you're going to see some evidence of this coming up. When we saw Brewers Phillies, the fans there were great. They were not the stereotype of the Philadelphia sports fan. They were great.
And you'll see our reaction to controversy in Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
Bum, 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 bum.
Oh, man. Let's leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. But if you want to see examples of just how cool those fans in Arizona can be.
Jason Tatum pretty good, yeah. He's not Giannis, but he's good. I mean, Jason Tatum, I think of a young, better Khris Middleton.
Yeah.
Really, that's who I would compare his game to. Oh, that's a wide open three there.
Oh,
and then
what a
Giannis
block in the
steals
middle.
it. A mistake by
Beautiful
Boston.
block, and he goes coast to
nowhere. Layup. Bucks just keep denying it.
But that's the thing; it's not an easy layup ever in the playoffs because Boston is a ridiculously good defensive team.
How you guys feeling about Game 1? I think, I don't know. I really haven't thought about who's going to win what games. I'm just saying Bucks in 6. I think we'll split these first two in Boston. And the Bucks win 3-4, so then it'd be 3-1. Celtics win Game 5, 3-2, and then Bucks Game 6.
Wow. 3-ball. Side pocket.
Who was that, Drew?
Bucks lead. Yes, I think.
Or was that, no, that was Wes, I think. How many guards do we have on the, we only have 3. I was going to say, how many guards do we have on the floor right now?
Yeah.
Oh, that should have been a steal for Joel Carter right there, my man from West Virginia. Let's go, Mountaineers.
Bucks up 25-24, 42 seconds left in this first quarter.
Nick and I were going pretty crazy last night when the Wings clinched their playoff spot in the final game of the season.
The Wings being for our viewers who don't know.
National Lacrosse League team.
Okay.
It was, we were watching the fields and we're like, Wings up 2 goals. The Georgia Swarm get 2 goals and they go to overtime.
Oh,
the Swarm go within 2 minutes, 2 goals.
Nice.
With power play.
Oh my gosh.
Attaboy,
perfect inbound
Attaboy.
Play. Just caught the napping. Love it. 27-24
Our
Bucks.
Dr. Marquette, Wesley Matthews. Glad to see him back on the squad from a couple years ago.
Great interior defense by the Bucks to deny the shot.
Come on.
But another
Guard
drive.
Tatum.
Yep, not letting him score. Beautiful behind the back pass to Lopez to Giannis.
Tatum is
Bucks
mad.
the final shot here. 5 seconds left in the quarter.
Go
Giannis
Yanni.
driving. Does he get it off in time? No. Is there a foul call?
No. I don't think so.
No.
It was out on the Celtics.
Mike Budenholzer needs a haircut.
Like I do. I'm getting a cut tonight.
Oh yeah, that was not enough time to shoot.
Off balance shot.
Not enough time to shoot, but the Bucks come back from 7 down.
10-0 run.
Come back from 7 down to take a 3-point lead going into the huddle at the end of the first quarter.
But yeah, so the Wings in their second year made their playoffs for the first time. The Swarm get 2 goals in 2 minutes, and no one can get a goal off in the last 50 seconds. They go to overtime. Wings score the first goal. Nick, I'm not a lacrosse fan, but I was just happy seeing the energy of Nick there. Just watching the game. We were playing checkers. He's like, I can't play.
Man, was the game on the radio or something?
No, it was on
TV?
NBC Sports Philly.
Oh yeah,
the Phil's game was on FS1 last night.
Okay.
So, and NBC Sports Philly has 2 channels. So,
let's see. First round of the playoffs for them. Oh, it's on the road in San Diego against the San Diego Seals.
Oh, okay. I always thought that there should be a San Francisco Seals team.
Well, that's the team that predated the Giants in baseball because they were in the old Pacific Coast League.
Man, yeah. I love, because, gotta love Lucille. It's Lucille. Nice. Great Giants mascot.
Okay. Everyone watching this, and I know that's not this huge percentage of the population out there. Everyone watching this, which Lucille is better? The San Francisco Giants mascot, Lucille, or B.B. King's guitar, Lucille? I vote for B.B. King's guitar, Lucille.
Mascot. I just love.
All right. There's our poll. We're going to do a poll. I'm going to type in a poll here. The better Lucille.
Sam Vlogsboy, whoever that friend is, Sam, BBQ or BB King?
BB King.
Yeah, it's BB King, the musical artist. Or the mascot. Whoever that friend is, tell them that they're kind of wrong. The Bucks are better. I mean, they're kind of better. Like the defending champs. All right, BB King.
All right.
I hope everyone knows who BB King is.
Who among you don't know who BB King is?
Yeah.
Raise your hand or some sort of other gesture. Because he's only arguably the greatest blues musician in history.
Yeah. Bang. Bang.
We're getting back towards action. 27-24. The Bucks ahead of Boston.
They're going to go to another
commercial.
They do that sometimes.
The NBA can make their money. That's fine. That's fine. This is why, Tamsin, if you're still with us, footy, a lot of people prefer that sport because you don't get commercial interruptions during the contest itself.
You mean soccer or football?
Yeah, footy. That's what they call it over there. Footy.
Okay.
And it's also probably a lot better than buffalo wings that are made by a roast beef restaurant. Silver Mountain joining us. Thank you for popping in. BB King, no question. Amen. Amen. Yeah, right there. Mike Budenholzer needs a haircut. Unless he's trying to do the playoff beard and the playoff haircut, and at the end of the playoffs look like Jerry Garcia from the Grateful Dead. That's got to be my thought process.
Come on, defense. Come on.
Bucks up 27-24. Boston with the basketball.
Good D.
They just had it. No, it's not good D.
Wesley Matthews kind of accidentally went behind him instead of in front of him.
Oh, man.
And almost ran over some of the fans in the stands.
That's not good.
Yeah, he jumped right off out of bounds.
Oh, Holiday. It was not open enough for a three, so he was trying to work to get his own shot. Drew a foul, but.
How do you feel about the NFL draft?
Let us get the question up first. How do we feel about the NFL draft?
I'm happy with what the Packers did.
I think the Packers did the best that they could with what they had available to them.
And the Packers and Eagles, they both have a decently easy schedule. I could see the Packers going I see one of the two teams going 13-4 and the other going 12-5 based off of the result of that game. Packers-Eagles here in Philly.
All right. I'm looking you up, Silver Mountain, to try and find you here.
I think Silver Mountain's been on our thing before.
Let's see. Let me compare the emojis while we're talking here. Okay. Where are you? Where are you?
You have too many tabs open.
Yeah, I have 1,000 tabs open, which probably a necessity for work.
Oh, how I feel about Sammy Watkins? I feel great about Sammy Watkins. I am excited that he's a good number 2 receiver. Al Lazard has potential to be a number 1, but this Christian Watson kid, a steal. I didn't know how good he was. Turned out like a 4.36,
and
just compared to MVS by Amon-Ra St. Brown, the Lions receiver.
It is a quantum leap to jump from NCAA 1AA football, FCS football. Is Brooke Lopez with a tip in to give the Bucks the lead. 31-29, 10-22 left, second quarter. It's a quantum leap to jump from Division 1AA FCS football to the NFL. So to expect him to make an immediate difference, you shouldn't.
No. But in the future, I think next year.
Down the road.
Next year, I think the Packers are going to be better than they are this year.
Agreed.
But the defense.
That defense, and I said this as well. The Packers have the capability this upcoming season to have a higher win total than their average point total per game. Their defense is that loaded as Boston hits a 3-pointer to make it 32-31, 9:37 left, second quarter. Andy Kerrang.
So hold on.
With some happy emojis.
Who is on our defense? I'm trying to remember. So we have who did we get? We got that kid out of Miami. What's his name?
Oh man,
he's a tackle.
True.
I've heard his name, but so this is our. So the Packers look on defense. Edges are gonna be. We got some guy out of South Carolina yesterday, and then of course Dean Lowry,
right,
who really stepped up last year on the edge. And at tackle, Kenny Clark, Devontae Wyatt. Linebackers are going to be Preston Smith, Rashawn Gary, Devondre Campbell, and this guy from Georgia.
Stacked linebacking core.
And Chris Barnes is a backup.
Stacked linebacking core. I'll be honest, off balance because Boston just has a great defense, and they triple teamed him on the drive.
And then corners, Rasul.
Yes.
And Jair, safeties Adrian Amos, Darnell Savage. What a defense.
Bobby Portis, as I'm looking at him during this game, he seems to be the type of a guy that
Giannis
is someone who, if you're going into a dark alley and you're in a dangerous situation, you want him with you.
Oh, yeah.
And he's such a good human being. He's not the type of guy that would do anything bad to you. But if someone tries to hurt you, he would destroy them.
Yeah.
He's like a good-hearted Terminator. That's what I would sort of characterize Bobby Portis as.
Yeah. He's
exactly.
The future president of the United States is what he is.
As we're having a turnover fest back and forth with some very sloppy-looking but high-effort basketball going on. Looks a lot like what you'd see in the Big East.
How you doing, Sam's parents?
Sam's parents, hey!
That was your friend saying, let's go Jason Tatum all the way, number 1 Celtics.
Oh, you must have a friend over, I assume.
Oh.
Someone's trying to take over your keyboard. It's dangerous.
Yeah. Sam knows what it's all about. 2021 NBA champ Milwaukee Bucks. That's how you got
it. Exactly. And there is man who will be your friend in a dark alley, Bobby Portis, with the rebound.
Come on, Drew. Or Grayson, or whoever has the ball.
Yeah, they're guarding the 3-point line, too.
Oh,
they are really guarding the 3-point line. And they have such a good capability. And it's a foul, looks like, against the Bucks.
Oh, man. But Bobby Portis helps him up.
That's how good Boston's defense is. They rotate so effectively. Yeah, it's a good call. That was a charge. They rotate so effectively to wherever the ball is. They know that the Bucks are a 3-point shooting team, and they aren't letting them even get good shots off.
Yeah.
And yet they're still able to collapse in the lane fast enough to take away what the Bucks do best.
And you can see Khris Middleton intensely watching. Really, when a star like that goes out, he can almost be a coach in a way.
That's true.
Helping his teammates as just observing. And
beautiful passing.
Go Pat!
Out of that amazing Boston defense, and they were able to pass out of it and get the ball to Connaughton for a 3-point shot
Attaboy,
from the corner pocket.
At a Notre Dame, Pat Connaughton.
36-32 Bucks.
Good D.
Oh, man. And it's either a turnover or a foul there.
I think that's a foul on Boston.
Yeah.
Celtics new coach, I forget his name, mad.
Oh, man.
Brad Stevens.
2 fantastic passes.
Man.
One from Antetokounmpo right down to Portis under the bucket, right to Connaughton for the open shot.
Sam and his friend having a fight. I hope it's not a violent one.
That'd be nice. Be nice. Be kind.
I got my money on Sam. Sam, all you have to do is just use. Don't forget
to first.
Sorry.
Just teaching you.
Sorry.
I'm not mad at you.
I know how to do it. I'm just not thinking.
Yeah, it's okay.
John, it's to make That's how I'm feeling right now.
I need to isolate that and use that on social media.
That's how I'm feeling right now.
Silliness is beautiful. Bucks up 36-34.
Sam,
6:34 left in the quarter.
Sam, all you gotta use is the power of the drums and the guitar.
Huh?
That you have. To win the fight, you just use the power of the drums and guitar.
Just get on your drums and just blast him with the snare. Just blast him with the sound of the snare.
That's how you win.
That's all you need to do. Wait a minute. I just saw a Miller. I'm watching this Miller Lite ad. I guess there are other beers that they're suggesting you should pour over your head because they're water. And now I'm watching an ad with my old college buddy, Chris Mars, the dude with the gray hair, in the Dr. Pepper ad. I went to college with the guy in the Dr. Pepper ad. Not the singer, but the guy. I love it. Oh, man. So cool. So cool. As we take that piece off. Man, he's in so many commercials. He's been in Farmers commercials. He's done so many good
Farmers.
He's done some TV work. He's been a producer in the background. Look him up. His name is Chris Mars. Mars. Really good actor and a good dude.
I'm impersonating Charlie Brown, the adult.
Well, but you need a trumpet for that. You need the music. What fantastic basketball analysis we're giving everybody, aren't we?
And I was just saying Bank of America and baseball.
And this is the other thing when you watch on Sling. For about a couple of minutes, you're going to have ESPN. Your event is in commercial break. We will be right back.
And you just see people hitting baseballs and shooting basketballs and fighting and throwing footballs and hitting tennis balls.
Which is why we need to look at the stat sheet and see what's going on in this game. And perhaps that can help us. Don't
go on the tweeters.
Yeah, that was an accidental push. Here we go. Great mention by SNY from Sports New York, Chris Williamson. When you watch the Bucks and Celtics play, you're watching supreme painters create their masterpieces for a public gallery. That's true. Really good basketball. being played this series.
I'd like to see Giannis and Jason Tatum go 1v1 in Rucker Park.
Oh. Now, I have to tell you this, too. The reason the Bucks are where they are right now is how well they're shooting.
3-pointers especially.
They are holding Boston. I mean, we talk about the Boston being a great defensive team, and they are. But they're holding Boston to 34.3% from the field. The Bucks themselves are making 46.2% from 3-point range.
Without Khris Middleton, our best shooter.
Here's the problem for the Bucks. Turnovers. They are committed 4 more turnovers than Boston. They've already committed 10 turnovers in this game. Boston is expert at committing turnovers.
So Golden State's days are done. Curry's never making another finals. Sorry!
It's okay.
I'm just saying, Curry's never making another finals. It's not happening. At least with Golden State. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen. And Nick, if you're watching, I'm sorry, but it's just not going to happen.
36-34 Bucks, 6:26 left in the second quarter. It just became 39. Thank you, Grayson Allen.
Let's go, Grayson. Grayson Allen is the type of guy that you cheer for because he's on your team, but when he's off the court, you can't stand him.
Yep. Yeah, Wisconsin Badgers fans still can't forgive him for his treatment of them during the Final Four, during a championship game.
A brick for Al Horford.
Right now, the world champions showing why they're world champions on the road in the playoffs.
Without their second best player is a star.
Yep, and Giannis just
with a steal. Javon Carter and Grayson Allen together getting it. And
that's where Grayson, you got to get your teammates involved.
Javon Carter's sitting wide open.
Don't just look for your own shot. Help each other.
Boston's
like the Bucks
offense
are doing right now on defense.
Oh, Wes!
Wide open. Wesley Matthews 3-pointer.
Bang!
39, make it 42-34 Bucks.
Boston ain't looking too pretty for y'all, Boston. It ain't looking too pretty.
They're showing why your friend is changing his mind.
I'm starting to believe Nick with Bucks in 4. I'm starting to believe it.
No, Boston's too good. Boston's too good.
But it's just they're.
What's
happening?
The Bucks are the kind of a team that will figure out a way to figure you out.
In less than 2 minutes ago, though, you said the Bucks had 4 more turnovers. That was just cut to 2 more turnovers.
Yep. And that's because they are giving Boston a taste of their own medicine.
Oh, yeah.
Giving Boston a taste of their own medicine.
Can I go steal one of your mouses so I can control it from back here? And I don't have to reach up.
Yeah, I'll set you up.
Okay, thank you. So we have my computer. I use my computer for these streams, and then Daddy has his computer for a back room. But I have to, if I'm like lounging back a little, I have to reach up like that. I'm
going to go hydrate. I'll be right back.
Okay, thank you.
There's that and that.
I know how to do this. And so I'm, sticking the mouse in. And there we go. So now I can click on comments from back here. As soon as my jersey doesn't get messed up there. So, Bucks in 4, Bucks in 5, Bucks in 6, or Bucks in 7, Sam. What do you and your friend think? And everyone else in the chat, whether it is, let's go back through the chat. We have had Sam Vlogs Boy, Daddy saying Bucks in 6, Anthony Camino, Nick saying Bucks in 4. We have had Moose Nation in here. We have had, who else? I'm scrolling through. Tamsin. We have had, let's keep going, scroll through all the comments here as it's taking a while. We've had Misha Lee. And Silver Mountain, as well as Andy Kerrang here today. So, we just crossed an hour about 5 seconds ago, so we'll be with you for the rest of the game. Man, looking at the Celtics struggling today on offense. So to everyone in the chat, is it Bucks in 4, Bucks in 5, Bucks in 6, Bucks in 7, or is it Celtics in 4, 5, 6, or 7? Put them right here in the comments. It should be to the left or be below. I think it's to the left. Yeah, the live chat's to the left. On here. I can't think. I'm on YouTube live streams a lot, but I can't think. So, Celtics ball, 5:20 here left in the second quarter. Oh, you can't leave them wide open. You can't leave them wide open. You can't leave them wide open. Oh, and the Celtics get it back after a Bucks rebound. Bucks lose it. And a 3 drilled it wide open. Grayson, make that! Woo! Back up to an 8-point lead with 4:20 here. Now Allen has 6 points, 2 for 3 on 3-point field goals. And Jason Tatum responds. Again, Celtics in black, Bucks in white. Lineups here. Celtics, Robert Williams, Al Horford, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart. Bucks, Lopez, Portis, Antetokounmpo, Matthews, Holiday. Key injuries, Middleton and Hill for the Bucks. Celtics none. George Hill, pretty good player. Off the bench for the Bucks. Crispy Crunchy Cooking saying hello. How are you? We're good. Just watching the game. Hope that everyone here in the chat's doing well, all 5 of you. So, yeah, game 1 of the Bucks-Celtics series. Pretty exciting. The rivalry renewed as the Celtics hit a 3, making it a 2-point game. Man, here we go. Drew Holiday. And the Bucks, can they save us? Giannis not in the game anymore. That I can see at least. I only see 4 guys there. No, I see 5 now. Come on, Grayson. Come on, Drew. Good no. Wow. No pass by Marcus Smart earlier. Wow. Okay, I see you, Marcus Smart, Defensive Player of the Year. Playing ball on the offensive side. I see you. Brook Lopez comes out of the game for Giannis. Good move. I don't like the look of this game.
What's up?
2-point game, Bucks ball. The Celtics cut the lead down to 2.
It's a lot better than what it was earlier.
True.
And it's a 5-point game just like that. Thank you, Grayson Allen.
You're the good luck charm.
Glad to be.
We are all up to
Crispy Crunchy Cooking. If it's talking crispy crunchy cooking with chicken tenders, he's happy. He's happy. Thanks for popping in.
Yeah. Update our all up to date.
Let's see. And Buck's getting a nice rebound there. I had to go upstairs, by the way, because I need some caffeine.
Yeah.
I'm tired. Giannis with the athletic move in the lane.
So I said, don't leave me hanging, bro.
I just didn't have my eyes out. So my eyes were on the game.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Giannis with only 8.
And that was a travel that they didn't call. And the Celtics just got an advantage taken from it.
Come on.
50-46 Bucks,
blue,
though.
Come on.
They're not in blue.
No, the refs blue. Like,
but they're not wearing blue. They're wearing gray and black.
Fair. But
it's not baseball.
Sure. I just want to call them blue because why not?
Oh, one-on-one game.
And I think
one-on-one game.
Giannis got the call because, that was on Horford.
Yep.
Tatum was like...
Let's see if that was a legit call or not. Yeah, he had his arm.
Yeah.
He had his arm.
Tatum
it was a late call, but it was the right call. Tatum doing the breaststroke like he's competing in the 2024 Olympics in Paris. That was his gesture towards the refs. Oh, man. Yeah, that. And by the way, they announced what they're going to be doing with the opening ceremony for Paris. Yeah. It's not going to be in a stadium.
Eiffel Tower.
Nope.
Oh, they're going to go around the city, right?
They're going to cordon off and separate a load of the Seine River in downtown Paris. And it's going to be a boat parade. The Parade of Athens is going to be a boat parade.
That's lit.
It's also going to cost you $1 billion in security.
Well, that's lit.
It's ridiculous.
That's lit.
And you can't charge admission properly. You are going to lose hundreds of millions of dollars on this.
Fair.
It's ridiculous.
Mystery. I think it's going to actually...
I mean, it's going to be beautiful.
It's going to look cool. Okay, here's the question.
Yeah.
It's going to be at night, isn't it?
Yeah. So,
it's illegal to technically, under Parisian law,
54-46 Bucks,
but French law, to show the Eiffel Tower at night.
Well, I think they're going to break that rule for the Olympic Games.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. I mean, it is kind of the Olympics, so, I mean...
Yeah.
They kind of... Sometimes the Olympics don't care about the rules.
Yeah, the Olympics dictate to you what your laws are often.
Marcus Smart.
Oh, boy. That's
ankle.
not good.
That's an ankle.
I think it's a shoulder injury.
Oh, yeah.
Like a shoulder popped out of place or something.
Oh, man, he's running.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, man, let's see this. It looked like he was holding his ankle, but I think it was his shoulder. Oh! Let's see here. It went off of Giannis.
It's hard to tell.
Off of Giannis.
It's hard to tell. Is it shoulder or is it lower arm?
It looked like the ankle kind of dragged.
If it was an ankle problem, he wouldn't be able to walk.
True.
I mean, we'll see.
Something hurt.
I'm going to check the Twitterverse.
Yeah, something looked really messed up.
To see what I can tell here.
Did Anonymous leave?
Yeah, she is.
I was going to go say bye, but she already left.
Let's see.
Come on, go Grayson. Go Grayson. Come on.
Yeah, right arm dangling from his side.
Oh.
That's like an arm getting out of socket.
That's not good.
Lift him up, everyone. Lift him up. I know he's on the other team. I don't care. Still. He's a human being. 54-46, and Giannis being tackled. That would be great. And the dude who tackled him stepped over him.
Yeah, come on.
That's what they teach you in pro football. I mean, look at this drive. He goes right down the pipe.
And he was trying to, the guy on Boston was trying to get the call by falling over.
Yeah.
And it was a horrible acting job. Giannis didn't run him over.
Nope. Not at all.
Horrible acting job. He was moving. We all saw it. I mean.
But that's what you have to endure in the playoffs. Bucks up 54-46, 28.3 left.
I'll be back in like 10 seconds.
Halftime.
Literally 10 seconds.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. That doesn't work that way, kid.
I couldn't find what I needed.
You still made it faster than the amount of time it takes for Giannis to shoot a free throw.
Energy boosters.
Yes, M&Ms.
Easter M&Ms, especially.
That's right. And by the way, it is proof that M&Ms will boost a child's energy. We went to a Marquette, my alma mater, against West Virginia, where my wife is from, basketball game when he was about 2.5 years old. The game was going to tip off at 9 o'clock Eastern time. We knew he was going to need a little bit of extra help in order to stay awake for the game. So we fed him some M&Ms. He not only was up at 1 a.m, he was screaming blood-curdlingly loud screams in a hotel room at 1 o'clock in the morning. Most people thought he was like a 2-year-old who was drunk.
Literally?
Some people probably did. Now,
were there any noise complaints?
Nope. No, I think just from me because I was trying to work. Because I actually had to work and record a sports report for the station the next day.
Oh.
And it was fine.
You
kept me awake.
Bobby Ford is saying something to Brook Lopez.
1 second left as the Bucks are up 10 going to the half.
Bucks and 6.
With 1 second left until the halftime buzzer. And Drew Holiday did not get a shot up on time.
Oh, man.
56-46, Milwaukee up on Boston in a half that I really thought Boston had a control.
Yeah.
They were dictating the pace and the style of the game, but the Bucks just said, we're not taking this anymore. And they just rose their own game so much higher.
I think they saw, I really do think, based off of what, we've seen, is that timeout that Bud took, I think there was a reset for the Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
He told them this is what's going on and how to take advantage of what Boston's doing. And
speaking of what people are doing, we got a snack here. What are you snacking on? What are you eating as you're enjoying this day with us? What's your food today?
I had pizza earlier.
And I made a homemade meatball sandwich. I'm actually brewing some coffee right now. And we're roasting some veggies and sausage in the slow cooker for dinner tonight. Some good Italian sausage. Good Italian sausage.
Where'd my M&M go?
You said an M&M go down your jersey.
Am I have?
You just had an M&M go down your jersey.
Yeah, I did.
Live YouTube, everyone. Live YouTube. What? Okay, I'll ask you for our audience of 2 right there.
It's gone forever.
What is your favorite all-time snack food? Your favorite all-time snack food. Tell us. Me? I am convinced that if you combine pretzels with chocolate.
Oh, yes. Chocolate pretzels are amazing.
Oh, man. I want to try this someday. And this may be too much of a flavor palette for it to work, so I don't know. But Gardettos or Chex Mix with M&Ms. Oh, man. Misha, that could be a case against M&Ms. They are the perfect movie snack, though. That and chocolate-covered raisins. I got to give you credit for chocolate-covered raisins. Those are outstanding.
I think maybe the best snack is a good trail mix.
Now,
pretzels, M&Ms, craisins, whatever else.
I'm just looking up something real quick here. Because I'm looking up the history of M&Ms. They are owned by a competitor to Hershey.
Yep, they're owned by Mars.
They're owned by Mars, which is based in Virginia, outside Washington, D.C. Oh, mozzarella and tomato sandwich.
And mozzarella.
Oh, those are so good. Those are so good, Misha. But M&Ms are an absolutely perfect chocolate candy, at least in terms of the like worldwide distributed types of candy.
I would say over chocolate M&Ms, caramel filled M&Ms.
Oh,
the big ones.
Oh,
the big red.
That's a debate.
The red, white, and blue 4th of July caramel M&Ms.
That's a debate.
Or the brownie M&Ms.
Any of those M&Ms, though,
oh, yeah.
versus Hershey's. That's like, which is your favorite child?
Exactly. I love Hershey's, especially Hershey Kisses.
And we're so close to the Hershey factory.
Yeah. And then there's a company, what's it? Who owns Peeps?
I think they're based here in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
But the company that owns Peeps, and they have a lot of candy.
Yeah.
Good candies.
But I feel like is it sinful for us to eat M&Ms since we live in Pennsylvania, Hershey country?
I'm doing it right now.
Nice. I do want to try.
Stephen A., the Milwaukee haters. Stephen A.
He doesn't hate the people of Milwaukee. Stephen A. Smith does not hate the people of Milwaukee.
I know.
He just hates the cold, as he would put it.
And the room service ending at 7 o'clock at night. I don't think that's actually true.
Oh, yes, Misha. Awesome place to go. You went every summer, and I don't blame you. You've been to the factory once.
Mm-hmm. It was fun.
Let's just say we have plans together again at some point soon, hopefully.
Really?
Nothing that's set in stone with David yet.
I was about to say, dude, is there a surprise I don't know about?
No, we just have to set up a time. That's all. That's all. Right now, they're showing what's supposed to be the prime matchup of the day. Golden State against Memphis because of the power of Steph Curry. But you got the world champs playing right now. You got the world champs playing. How can you go wrong with that? Now, I'm sure the NBA would love a Bucks Golden State final because the ratings for that would be off the charts. They would be absolutely off the charts. But I don't think they're getting out of this round. I don't think Golden State's getting out of this round. They got to go through Memphis.
We'll see.
Which, by the way, is a town I would love to go to.
Thank you. Thank you, Grizzlies, for moving to Memphis and making Milwaukee not the smallest market in the NBA.
Misha, Indian Echo Caverns, real close to Hershey. A duo of a day trip when you were growing up. And I believe Hershey, maybe 90 minutes from us?
Yeah.
90 minutes from us. I saved you the blue.
Oh, thank you.
As I drop a purple.
You take what you want. I don't care.
And a drop purple. It's very reminiscent of the entire era of the Milwaukee Bucks when they wore purple. Because they were horrible. They were horrible.
And they dropped the ball in solidarity with the New York.
If you don't know that reference, it comes from Charlie Barron's.
The greatest Wisconsin comedian of all time.
Oh, by far. By far.
Of my generation, at least.
Period. Absolutely, period. Go check him out on all the social medias.
The greatest Wisconsin comedian.
Ever.
Okay. I can agree.
At least when it comes to stand-up. I mean, you had great comedic actors like Gene Wilder, who came from Shorewood, Wisconsin, right by our hometown. Did you know, and Phil Collins just retired as a musician, his guitarist was from Shorewood, Wisconsin, just outside Milwaukee. The great Phil Collins, one of my favorite all-time artists, especially growing up. He played Milwaukee. when I was in college, or right between high school and college, and played a show there. He introduced the whole band, and they introduced the guitarist. His name's Daryl Sturmer. He, right then and there, got at least a 2-minute standing ovation. Just because he's so good, he's from Milwaukee, our hometown. So Phil turns to him and he's like, Daryl, you're fired.
Why?
He's kidding.
Oh.
Just kidding. Because, I mean, Phil should be the one to get the greatest ovation.
True.
Because he's Phil Collins. But, Misha Lee, when you think Celtics, you think Larry Bird. I don't blame you.
I think Larry Bird, Bill Russell.
I don't blame you. Larry Bird was not the greatest Celtic of all time. Bill Russell, by far. But Larry was ridiculous. And if you go back on YouTube, search out Larry Bird trash talking. That's some of the funniest stuff you'll ever see in basketball.
I gotta say, though, that 92 Larry, MJ, Magic.
Best basketball team ever assembled. The Dream Team. Best team
and Chad.
ever assembled.
And Chad. Chuck. And Chuck.
And they were coached by Chuck Daly,
Mm-hmm.
the Pistons championship coach.
Oh, yeah.
Who coached right smack dab here in Philadelphia at Penn. And I believe was the coach who sent them to the Final Four in 1979.
Of course, no IT on that roster. Because they didn't want Jordan and IT on a team together.
Oh, Isaiah Thomas? Okay.
Yeah, probably smart move.
By far. I'm sure Jordan had something to do with that, too, because there's a lot of politics with that team going on in terms of internal politics with those players. And I do have to give the Memphis Grizzlies credit for having the best looking uniform in basketball because they had the baby blue.
Yeah, you mean in the 90s the Pistons had politics? Is that what you're saying?
Team USA had politics.
Oh, gotcha.
Because Jordan was there, and if Jordan doesn't want to play with someone, I bet you Jordan doesn't play with someone.
I mean, yeah.
But he was cool with Magic. He was cool with Bird.
And they won big time.
They blew. I'm going to get the stats on the Dream Team here. I'm going to get the stats here as Misha chimes in. The good old days. Horace Grant was always your favorite with the Bulls. That dude could play. He was an enforcer in the middle too. Absolutely was.
This should be that commercial. The Bank of America commercial should say something different. It should say, you want to know why people are on their phones at baseball games? Because they're stupid, because they're going to get hit by a foul ball.
Nice.
That's what it should say.
If it gives you a picture.
Put the phone down and watch the baseball so you don't get hit by foul balls, people.
The smallest margin of victory for Team USA in those Olympics was 32 points. That was the smallest margin of victory. They
beat Angola 116-48
by 68 points.
And
in the Olympics.
And so they were, and Chuck and some of their players were beating each other up, and then Chuck just went partying with them after.
Because that's Chuck.
Yeah, it's Chuck. As we see him on the court.
There's Chuck right there on your screen as we talk about Chuck and the Olympic team.
With Richard Jefferson. Mini
Mini
Jefferson.
Chuck?
No, mini Richard Jefferson.
Mini Richard Jefferson. Absolutely. LOL. 68-point Olympic blowouts.
That is laughable.
32-point smallest margin of victory.
That is laughable.
That is the most dominating team in the history of sports. Ever.
Yeah. I'm taking this pillow, and now this is my new my new desk.
You need a flat surface, buddy.
No, I don't. I can do this.
Coach's Magic. It isn't possible to beat Magic, Jordan,
clicking at the same time
Bird in their prime.
Nope.
Amen. So completely true. Jordan was in his prime. That was Bird Magic's last year in the NBA. Larry was battling such huge back problems, but still had enough game to be able to do something and contribute to that dream team. I remember just watching games during those Olympics, just transfixed. I mean, you had the opponents of that game in those games asking for autographs afterward, taking pictures with them afterward, because there was these group of legends. I think the best basketball ever, the best basketball games that were ever played, were the practices.
Oh yeah.
Between these guys.
Remember when they lost to the college kids intentionally?
Yeah.
That was interesting. They smoked them the next day.
Misha saying that we had the best era growing up.
If only the game has become so international now that my generation, Team USA, like if you put the best international players against the best American players, the international would win. I mean,
it tells you how much the game has grown, and that's a great thing.
It's a great thing, but it's a disadvantage for Team USA.
Yeah.
It's like, all players come to America, play in the NBA, become American citizens, play for us, and then we win.
If it was that easy.
By the way, Coach's Magic, welcome to the chat.
Absolutely. And
we're back.
I think the game of basketball is better, Misha, than it was then. I think the things surrounding the game of basketball are not as good because you have so much social media pressure. You have too much of a 24-hour news cycle spotlight on these athletes that they sometimes have to concentrate too much on it, and the money is too big.
Oh, yeah.
It just simply is. It was too big then, but at the same time, when you have the capability, because of what you do to draw so much money, to make so much money, you deserve a part of that. You're the reason they come watch you play. Yeah. You're the reason that they watch on television or on your device, on your speaker.
So, did you see the other day?
By the way, we're back to live action, 56-46, third quarter.
No, it was a while ago, I think. Yadier Molina, I saw the clip yesterday, he had fell. Mm-hmm. It was like in this position, like the position you'd be in a push-up, and he just started doing push-ups after he fell.
Nice.
Which I just thought was funny. Because I saw Jaylen Brown, I'm like, is he about to do some push-ups on the court?
They let him so wide open on a three-pointer, and he missed.
It's easier for the athletes to make a big mistake, and nowadays they kind of have to walk on eggshells.
That's true Coach's Magic. That is very true.
Come on, Alex, come on.
I mean, and also in 1992, they didn't have a third of the planet being able to chime in on Elon Musk's Twitter.
That's true. That Twitter is you get a lot of opinions from Twitter.
Completely.
Drew Holiday almost was out of bounds there.
Again, Boston just playing ridiculously tough defense.
Yeah.
And defense will rise in the playoffs too. They play much harder on defense as they have been in this first minute 30 of the second half. There you go. Bobby Potus.
For those of you
58-46.
who haven't seen it, this was custom made by yours truly.
Mr. President?
Yes.
Mr. President. There you go. Good ball movement by Boston, though. Really good ball movement by Boston.
I'm out of water and the ice is melting, so I'm just eating the ice. I mean, why not? It's water.
I'm going to go get my coffee. I'll bring out some water for you.
Here, just take it.
Okay. Keep them updated.
Yep. So, yeah, after the POTUS 3, again, Bucks starting lineup, no Middleton, and no George Hill. So it's Lopez, Portis, Antetokounmpo, Matthews, and Holiday. For the Celtics, Robert Williams, Al Horford, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart. Excuse me. Man. Whew. Oh, Bucks and 6 as always. Got the Giannis jersey. One of my favorite jerseys in sports. Giraldi got guys stumbling. Giannis missed shot and Boston ball. Oh, Horford's just running over Giannis with the slam that doesn't count, and apparently that's foul on Giannis. Don't know how, but apparently, as apparently kid Noah Ritter would say. You're right. Y'all remember Noah Ritter? That kid was a legend back in the day. However long that was ago, like 5 years ago. Not really that far back, but still. Boston with the 3. 6 points. We have been going now for an hour 31 minutes almost, so we're still here. We aren't leaving until this game's over. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell. Ding, ding, ding. Video coming out Tuesday, so make sure to check that out. Follow us on Instagram at Sorgy Stories, Facebook Sorgy Stories, and Twitter at JSorgy. There's your little, and so there's your small little promoting that we don't ever do that much. So 9:16 here left in the third. Giannis at the line, taking his good old sweet time as always. Calm and cool, collective, and not made. Man. Tomorrow we have Sixers Heat. Go Sixers. Go Sixers. Go Sixers. Go Sixers. Go Sixers. You get it. Go Sixers. I mean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 76ers. As the song goes, 10, 9, 8, 76ers. Okay, the 5-point game. Daddy, we need you down here. You're the good luck charm. We're only down 5. We're only up 5. Now we're up 8. Attaboy, Drew. Attaboy, Drew. Hey, play that tight D on Smart. That man just ran into you and you still got the steal. West with the save. Barely saved that from going out. POTUS with the mid-range shot. As Gus Johnson would say. A mid-range shot from Bobby POTUS. Bobby POTUS. A.K.A. Bobby Portis. Vote him for president 2024. Khris Middleton and George Hill on the sideline watching. MCL for Middleton, illness for Hill, but I guess he's still good enough to be there. So, glad to see that he looks healthy. He's probably dealing with a little something. That's out on Wes.
Oh, man.
Crazy sequence we just had a minute ago.
Okay.
Marcus Smart ran into Drew Holiday. Thank you.
No problem.
And I just spilled some water on myself. Great.
Better than the coffee that I spilled.
Then Smart, because he ran into Holiday, lost the ball. Holiday dove for it at midcourt. Did a on-the-ground pass over his head and over the Celtics player's head to Wesley Matthews, who bobbled it and almost goes out of bounds. Then Bobby Portis has it and makes a shot.
You needed the blooper music in the background.
Mm.
That needed the blooper music, sort of like the music we used for when we're in traffic or when I'm chewing my food.
But made the shot, I think, or got fouled
in vlogs.
Yeah.
And by the way, you will hear that at least once in our upcoming vlog coming up on Tuesday.
I didn't tell him what it was about, but I did mention it.
I think we can say what it's going to be.
Yeah.
Brewers, our first game that we went to this year.
That's a long time
this year, Milwaukee Brewers.
That was almost a month ago.
Nah, not a month ago.
3 weeks almost. Almost 3 weeks ago.
But we'll also have our bud Just Call Me Annie on with that one, so come join us there.
Steph Curry, 11th all time in points per game.
As they're showcasing what should have been the Marquette Warriors shooting shirt back at the time. Bucks up 10, 7:58 left in the first.
This makes it an 11-point game.
This is what the Bucks have the capability to do, the championship teams do. They can adjust to whatever style, as we just had a tripping call on Horford. Excellent. But they can adjust to any style of basketball that the opponent will throw at them.
Oh, yeah, he sure.
They will figure it out.
Did Tatum drill that half court that didn't count?
I didn't see that.
I think he did.
But either way, they can adjust and play their kind of game against it and figure out a way to win because they're so versatile. Just like that.
Man, Brook Lopez should be playing volleyball with the way he hit that one.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful rebound by Lopez, but the second time it didn't work, and now there's a fast break coming at him from Boston, and they go coast to coast to make it 64-56, and another Celtic
Robert Williams hurt. Looks like a hand.
And his hand. He doesn't. Yeah, I shouldn't say that. Oh, he's trying to defend with one hand, and he's in serious pain. And they can't do anything until they get the basketball, which they just have now, and they're going across the timeline to get to half court so they can call a timeout. And now he can get himself some medical help. Because NBA rules state that there will be no game stoppage to attend to an offensive player, and you can't stop the clock in that situation unless you are on offense. It's a crazy rule, but it's a lot better than soccer's rules. All you soccer fans out there, I love the game, but I hate to say this. The fact that if you're injured and you need to have medical attention taken on you and you're on the sidelines, it becomes an 11-on-10 game.
That's sad.
And they can't do anything about that until a sub comes in for you. And it takes a sub a couple minutes to warm up.
Yeah.
That's why I think in soccer there should be unlimited substitutions sometimes. At least in extra time. And I think unlimited substitutions at the point where you're at 120 minutes. Because I can't stand penalty kicks in soccer. Go to sudden death overtime. Think about it. Do you remember when it was Game 7, 2019, Philadelphia, Toronto? And that dude who killed the Bucks the next series, Kawhi Leonard,
with the
hit a win if you're in, lose if you don't 3-pointer.
This is what it looked like
at the buzzer.
It went whoop, 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 whoop.
And dropped into the hoop, and it won the series.
Yeah.
The entire basketball world was transfixed that moment. Think of how transfixed it would be, how transfixing it would be if the whole soccer world in a World Cup final, which means half the world.
I mean, I don't watch soccer that much, but I'll watch the World Cup final. I'm going to be watching Team USA.
Think if its next goal wins in the World Cup final.
That's like half the world to me in.
Next goal wins the World Cup.
They need, the World Cup needs to have notifications for, crazy games that in the middle of the sleep, if you're in the middle of your sleep, wakes you up. That's like...
Thank you for popping in, Misha. Yes. We will see you soon. But
the World Cup app would need a... They will go off so that people in their sleep will know to turn on the TV or watch on their phone.
I love it. But just think of just how crazy that would be. We in America have experienced a Super Bowl that went to overtime. Granted, it was a nothing burger because New England just got the football and drove down the field and scored and won. But imagine
a
double overtime Super Bowl. and just how lit and crazy that would be. That's nothing.
Saved by Matthews.
Nothing compared to what the World Cup would be in a sudden death overtime.
Oh, Giannis. Oh.
He's playing hurt.
Oh, yeah.
That's good to see.
Maybe they were just showing Robert Williams.
That's good to see Williams back.
They might have just been showing Robert Williams.
Good that he's
maybe
back.
Maybe not Giannis.
64-56 Bucks. Under 7 minutes left third quarter. And a beautiful steal by
Attaboy Grayson.
Mr. Annoying Grayson Allen.
And then Drew Holiday. More spin moves.
To avoid a Williams attempt at a steal.
Drive.
That was a ridiculously good off-balance shot by Allen. Like he had a scissor kick his way to get free and figure out a way to score.
Up, in, and out.
And an offensive foul on Boston. On Mr. Marcus Smart.
Defensive Player of the Year. Fun fact, so the Bucks sponsor, it's not on my jersey, but you can see here, Motorola is going to be the first sponsor of an MLB team.
That's right.
The San Diego Padres. They're all over the place, and they're on multiple other NBA teams' jerseys, too. I wish it would be local companies. Like how the Bucks had Harley.
But if a company from another part of the world can pay your players better, that's what you do.
Motorola does have something to do with Illinois. I think their headquarters are in Illinois, so not too far, but...
let me look that up. We got the web here.
I think so.
Motorola World Headquarters. As I misspelled
world. You put an extra R in there, dude.
That's why. Don't have to worry about that as I'm editing.
Chicago.
If you trust the Googles, if you trust Wikipedia, they are based in Chicago.
Monroe Street.
500 West Monroe Street, by the way, is...
I don't know that address.
Drum roll, please. A tall building, but it's not the Sears Tower. They are their own tower.
Heller International Building. I'm guessing. I don't know.
Nice and tall. 66-57 Bucks, 5:51 left in the third. Oh, great defense again by Boston. They're not playing badly.
I should have done this before the stream, but I'm going to grab my tablet because Nick, the legend, aka Mod, and I are able to communicate that way. You know, it's always good to have an extra line with your mod.
Very true. And Brooke Lopez over a double team to make it 68-57. All the May Sunday afternoons when I used to watch Bucks Celtics games is three-pointer making it 68-60 Bucks, 5:26 left. Back growing up, it was always like the Bucks and Celtics on a May Sunday afternoon. And usually the Celtics would win the series and break my heart. Just break my heart. But they were so good back then. Now it's the Bucks who are the world champions. And Marcus Smart is hurt, limping. In the land of ows. I heard some rustling upstairs.
That's me. I forgot that my pizza was sitting out. I'm putting it in aluminum foil.
Hearing that? And I'm also hearing next door like a drill type sound. That sounds like someone had, I'm not going to mention the name of the fast food joint. A little bit too much of the fast food joint. I'll just put it that way. 68-61 Bucks while the Celtics are at the line to cut into Milwaukee's lead to make it 6. And they do so. There's one thing I wish this game was at if it's in Boston. I wish it was at the old Boston Garden. That arena was the best arena in the NBA. The most historic, the most character to it. It didn't have air conditioning, so it got ridiculously hot in there. There are parts of the parquet floor which didn't work right. You get weird bounces. So the old stories were that the Celtics knew where the weird bounces were and the opponent's teams didn't, and you'd have an advantage. I believe only once did a team ever go into Boston Garden and win a series. And that was the 85 finals. The Lakers, in the 85 finals, having lost the Celtics the year before, in Game 7 at Boston Garden, in Game 6 in Boston Garden, go in and beat the Celtics and clinch an NBA title. That, I believe, Magic Johnson said was his most satisfying win ever.
To whoever's in the chat, I think it's Coach's Magic, or whoever, make sure to comment, and,
Giannis, and no foul called while Brooke was being hooked. Oh, yeah, there was a foul. Beautiful.
I'd love to get into a little Bucks Celtics discussion again. Also, I just was looking at Bleacher Report.
Mm-hmm.
The Packers got, in the 7th round, an All-Big Ten tackle.
Nice.
Really working on that.
Nice.
Really working on that O-line depth.
Getting a report on Anonymani. Keep praying for her. She's going to be okay. I think she's going to be okay.
Diagnosis?
It's not the really bad stuff. I'll put it that way.
Oh, okay, good.
Good. So now we're seeing pictures of the old Boston Garden.
Our place looks awesome.
I miss it. I wish they would have kept it up.
The old and the new.
Just how, if they could have kept that place going like they did with the Palestra, which I fell in love with when we were there.
We were just in the Palestra yesterday.
Yeah, we stepped inside for a few seconds.
Yeah.
No video of that, but there would be video of other stuff from there coming soon.
Yes.
Other stuff coming soon.
Yeah, we had some fun yesterday around Philly. I won't say anything more. But we had fun.
Yes.
It was something different.
Different than we've ever done before.
Yes.
There'll be a video on that probably sometime this May.
Yeah. Because, I'm not, I think probably mid to late. That's what I would say.
That's my guess. That's my guess.
We
always release vlogs on Tuesdays.
Yeah. Oh, I already mentioned that, but yeah.
Thank you.
This summer, I think we're going to have a lot of sports stuff.
By far.
A lot of sports games.
A lot of great experiences that we're going to be taking on the road.
Yes.
Sports and more.
Yes, sports and cities where you can see sports and other stuff. Who knows? We got, and not all of our stuff might be on the channel, We have other stuff planned.
We'll see.
Not that much.
We'll see.
But a little.
Man.
Always got to take time to be with family.
Just relax.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to some games this year that we're not vlogging. And the reason is we just want to have fun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sometimes you just,
enjoy.
Yeah. Vlogging, sometimes it's a hurdle to get over, especially when you're a kid. And my love for baseball, I just like focusing on the game, and I don't like it. Sometimes it kind of is tough when it feels like there's a third person that's there that can't respond to you, and
right.
Like you're not having, and you have to explain more. Like when we're just at a baseball game, I mean, we both have like when you film a video, you have to talk about like it's not someone who knows a lot about baseball.
Yeah.
But we both know, we
know a ton about baseball.
Exactly. So when we're talking, normally, we both know, like, I call a lot of the Brewers players by their nicknames, honestly. Like, I don't.
Yeah. But a lot, yeah.
But when we're, like, filming, I have to explain. And it's different, but you get used to it. And it's fun.
Part of that, too, is that it's like what I do for my work. I work for a station here in Philadelphia, KYW News Radio, that's not a sports station. So if you want to explain a sports story to someone who's not a big sports fan, you have to explain it a little bit.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny nowadays, though, how he's like,
oh, Giannis! Woohoo! Just fake out a guy who falls to the floor.
Jason Tatum.
Drive to the middle of the lane, get hacked, and still hit the shot. I mean, just beautiful.
Got past Tatum and Horford.
Oh, man.
Broke Tatum's ankles.
Guys just splatter on the floor.
This is bad. This is just great basketball right here.
Beautiful.
Great.
But it's part of the process when you're trying to explain sports to someone who's not a big sports fan. You have to explain things a little bit. Imagine like if one of your aunts, as he misses the free throw, but imagine like if one of your aunts, who's not a big sports fan, is at the game with us. They love being at the game with us. That's why people love to watch what we share.
Yeah.
But they may not necessarily be big sports fans. So you have to give them some context.
Yeah. So I would say for...
Oh, yeah. Foul counts in for holding.
It's kind of funny. Friday night, you literally just said the Phillies, and I said, I know, the Mets no-hit them. Like, he can't tell me anything about sports anymore. And he can't surprise me with anything, because I, like, you know... Because, like, just, I'm up to date on everything. I don't miss a beat. I'm always on top of it. And we get the same notifications at about the same time. And, yeah.
I could never surprise the kid.
You can't tell me anything about sports because,
it's sad.
I'm sorry. I mean, I like being up to date about sports.
I'm not really mad, but I just love the dramatic.
Derek White with points for Boston. Oh, I love that angle from the floor. Look at that.
Nice. That is a beautiful TV angle. Oh, mid-range, Drew Holiday.
Woo!
Aaron Rodgers' favorite shot, giving the Bucks a 72-64 lead.
You like that, the turkey?
3:46 left.
Turkey.
Which reminds me, we got to get bowling sometime soon.
Yeah.
I got to find, like, the best bowling alleys in the area.
Oh, Giannis was... I don't know what happened. Giannis's momentum couldn't be stopped. And he was, like, running and and he was about to stop and... Watch this. Giannis was trying to get there in his momentum.
Yep.
He couldn't stop his momentum in time. I think he was trying to get off Horford.
Nah, he bumped him. He gave him a shoulder.
You can tell Giannis
That's a bad foul by him. Not a bad call. Good call by the ref.
Yeah.
Bad foul.
Yeah, you can just tell Giannis is disappointed in himself.
And there he comes off, having to...
that's fair.
Face the music. He's going to hear a little bit of it from Mike Budenholzer, as he should.
Yeah, I mean, people make mistakes. Giannis, it happens.
72-66.
Everyone, whether you're the 15th man or the best player in the NBA.
And I think he may be taking a break before the start of the fourth anyway.
Yeah. The Bucks hopefully not doing what the Sixers did against the Bucks, which when Doc Rivers... it's saved.
Oh, yeah, it should have been a turnover if the other team didn't touch it, but they did, which is why the Bucks were able to keep the possession, because if you go in the backcourt, it's a violation.
Yeah. This passing.
Oh, my God. Great steal.
The passing.
Boston fell out of control with their passing there. Drew Holiday, mid-range.
Attaboy, Drew.
Beautiful. 74-66, under 3 minutes left.
I love Drew's swagger with the hair. It's kind of waving all over. 14 points, 5 for 11 field goals, 5 assists for the first team all-defense of last year. Point guard.
You've always had kid bromances with athletes who have dreads.
Yeah, I just like the
always
look.
have.
I mean, when I was little, I just loved Andrew McCutcheon.
Oh, missing the three.
I think just Drew looks good. I like the swagger he's got.
Yeah.
Him and Yanni and Cash Money.
Oh, there's Brooke Lopez on the defensive end.
Boy, Brooke.
And
Splash
for
Mountain.
the first time, we have a frozen
screen.
let
it fly. Whole squad, let it fly. Because who's going to win it? The Bucks. Milwaukee.
Grayson Allen with a missed 3
Milwaukee, let it fly.
Oh, man.
I had to sing that. When you say Brookie Splash Mountain, somebody on the Celtics like,
scream.
The Giannis Home Alone face.
And again, Brooke Lopez looks like Keegan-Michael Key.
No, I don't
yes,
know.
Yes, he does.
That. I don't know.
Keegan-Michael Key can play Brooke Lopez anytime.
You should do a side-by-side face comparison.
I don't want to break copyright rules.
No, not on here. I
know.
Just
for our own.
Yes.
Tell you what, let me do that now. You won't be able to see it because of copyright rules, but we're still going to do it. So, Brooke Lopez on one. Let's find a good image of him. Let's see. We'll go with that one. Okay.
After a 3.
And I'm going to use specifically the anger translator with Keegan-Michael Key. All right, images. Let's see. We're going to go with that one. Just want the picture. Okay. Now I just grabbed random pics. Not saying one or the other. And we're going to let the kid be the judge.
Do they look similar?
I think they do. We're going to use that one. We're going to use the actual story from Time Magazine. And we're going to go get that here. Okay. On this.
But one has hair and one doesn't.
All you need is a wig.
True.
Just put a wig on. They have similar facial builds, similar eyes. Even though he's has a little. I mean, Keegan's in this picture has a little bit more of an eye bug. Let me go with
and
a
one
little.
I don't know. And one has a beard and one doesn't. They don't look similar.
So just shave the beard.
But he'd have to shave the beard and have a wig on for me to actually.
Hang on. We'll do this again. Okay.
Okay, there he is.
Yeah, without the beard. Keegan-Michael Key, without the beard, definitely could do Brooke Lopez.
Yeah, so.
Easily could do Brooke Lopez.
I think not that similar, but still similar.
Giannis has to win the championship.
Oh, someone's on the ground. What happened?
Oh.
Grayson Allen on the ground. There's a challenge that we just missed because we were talking about Keegan-Michael Key.
Grayson Allen just looks like someone who can annoy you. He just looks like
Trade Grayson Allen for PJ Tucker, Bucks.
It's not going to happen.
Bring PJ home.
The Heat aren't going to agree to that trade. I've been saying that for months.
But the Heat don't care. The Heat just have a whole bunch of careless players.
A bunch of careless players who are the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, PJ is like.
There's a reason why they got PJ Tucker. It's working.
PJ has a player option though, so if he wants to come home, he can come home.
Let's see.
No, Milwaukee's not where he's from, but I still say that home just, for him because that's where he won his ring.
It looks like a jump ball call on the previous little disagreement.
Come on, Brooke. Al Horford looks more like Keegan-Michael Key.
I could see that. When the Bucks win that tip drill, worth the 2-minute mark of the third, 74-66 Bucks. Oh man.
Oh, good rebound.
Brooke is such a good passer to the perimeter after getting the rebound.
Another rebound, but stolen.
Ah, man.
Derek White, interesting player out of Tennessee. I think he's.
And we didn't say it right. Tennessee! That's better.
So I think he's from Tennessee. I could be.
That'd be how his grandpa would have said it.
No, that's Grant Williams. Airport's not Tennessee.
Oh, man. And a hook shot that missed everything. That landed in Cape Cod.
Hey, you gotta be ready to shoot that. He was doing a weird motion.
Well, that's because he had a defender on him.
Sure. But, I mean, he could have shot it, but he just...
Oh, beautiful putback by Connaughton. Way to follow your shot. 76-66. Minute left in the third.
You really knocked that.
I'm sorry.
I was just sitting there for like 10 seconds there.
Well, I'm watching the game.
I know.
It's okay. You're okay, though. 3-ball side pocket. Yeah.
Why do Jason Tatum and Derek White look so similar, though? I mean, other than the hair, they look so similar.
Man.
One guy and the other guy. Same colored hair. They both have beards. They both have the same kind of build.
69.
They just look the same. Look.
40 seconds left in the third. Stop playing one-on-one ball. Get your teammates involved, Drew. Get your teammates involved.
I mean, he made it.
Yeah.
I mean,
but it's still not what you should do. More coast-to-coast basketball. Oh, wide open 3.
Not that
one. He was wide open. He just missed it.
Sure, Drew got in right at the end and didn't do any. Oh, Pat with the...
And what do they rule? What do they rule here? Oh, Pat Connaughton not getting the benefit of the doubt with the call, looks like.
Let's see this. So, miss the... But Pat got it. There's no foul. Pat was still.
No, Pat wasn't still, but he didn't like nail Jason Tatum. What happened was Tatum was off balance and hit the deck hard.
That's not Pat.
And the refs saw that and called it on Pat.
I mean, I don't think that's a great call, but
it's not a great call, but it's an understandable call.
But Bobby POTUS coming into the game
with the shades, much better shades than mine or yours.
I like my shades. They just look cool.
Yes, they do. They do. And they're much better than my shades.
Those aren't shades.
They're much better than my shades. I'll prove
they're
it.
Glasses.
Yeah, but they can turn into shades.
Oh, yeah, mine can't turn into shades. That's true.
And they're much better shades.
Oh, no.
Than the ones that I wore in Arizona and San Diego on our road trip in 2019, which, by the way, now you have never allowed me to wear again in any sort of public setting.
That was Mommy. More than me.
That's true, and here's why.
Hey, I want to try them.
You want to wear my shades?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we're at the end of the third quarter. Going to the fourth, the Bucks up 78-70.
I mean, I can't read anything.
Well, they're not prescription or anything like that.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I can't read, but they're cool. I mean, like... I'm trying to look.
This is the fantastic basketball discussion content that we give you here on Sorky Stories.
Some prescription aviators.
Yeah, that's a bad attempt at a prescription.
They're daddy-sized aviators.
Nice.
$4 big noggin. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm just getting us on the socials.
I love how when it comes up with Fear the Deer, it has the golden.
Yep.
The golden champion. Fear.
Exactly.
Fear the deer. Fear the deer. Fear the deer. Fear the deer.
Per boom. So I have to support the Shades because they're the world champions. There was a scene when we were on a train in San Diego going up to Oceanside, California, when I was just wearing this the whole time because it was so low, the sunset in the day. And, I mean, I'm sitting there talking about the train, and it just looked ridiculously silly, ridiculously bad. So I tend to not pull them out anymore. I tend to not pull them out anymore. And here's the fun part about the NBA playoffs is that these are going to be going on now for probably a good 6 or more weeks. And I have to warn you, we may be traveling when the Bucks would play for a championship.
Oh, yeah, we would be. If we're on the road and I can't watch it.
I know it'd stink. It would stink. We'd figure something out.
We'd really have to figure something out.
We'd figure something out.
I might have to be like watching on Ollie's phone, even without any internet, because it's worth it to see the Bucks in the finals. I mean, that's worth it.
The good news is they typically will play on a Sunday night.
That's true.
And on the method of transport that we would be using on a Sunday night for one of those travels, they have internet.
That's true.
And the odds are we would probably be back home that night by the time a championship would be clinched.
Would that be Father's Day?
No. Because it rarely goes all the way to Father's Day. It did last year because of the pandemic.
We went past Father's Day.
Right, but that's because it was the pandemic. The season started in December.
That's the ice cream drop.
Want some ice cream?
No. I'll get some water ice next time.
Water ice. Not water ice, it's water ice.
That place has some good, it's blue raspberry water ice, and it's amazing.
78-70 as we start the fourth quarter.
It doesn't even take like water.
And it's 80-70. Thank you, Drew Holiday.
And what, Drew?
With the mid-range game.
Emi Okuda. What a name.
He is becoming Aaron Rodgers' favorite player. And remember, Aaron Rodgers is a co-owner of the Bucks.
I think Giannis might be his favorite player.
Well, possibly.
Because he makes him the most money.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, we're going to be honest.
That's true. Man.
See, it's a chain, because I'm a co-owner of the team that Aaron Rodgers plays for, and Aaron Rodgers is the co-owner of the team that Giannis plays for, and Giannis
is a co-owner
of the Brewers.
Mm-hmm. So the question becomes, what Brewer co-owns something that you play for?
I don't play for anything.
We got to change that.
I mean, I don't know.
Bucks up 10. 10:45 left.
I'm using my mouse to make.
Oh yeah, he was fouled.
Come on, Yanni, get up.
Giannis was knocked to like Brockton, Massachusetts.
Where?
And
where?
A suburb of Boston.
Okay. I just put it in my basketball group chat with Stat Sheet Sports and Chicago Sports Network.
Appreciate that.
To tune in for the fourth quarter.
Appreciate that. And the Nike Fear the Deer t-shirts, which I'm sure are now going to be selling like hotcakes back in Milwaukee. You know what hotcakes are?
The little thingy things. I don't know how to describe them, but I mean...
They're pancakes.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, hotcakes. Oh, we got a triple-double Giannis here. 17, 10, and 10. Nice. But he can't hit free throws. Come on, Giannis. This series will be going on an every other day schedule, I believe, as they're playing game 2 on Tuesday night. Let me just confirm all that, though. I want the Bucks County District Attorney's Office. There's a county here in Pennsylvania called Bucks County, and it's in the area that we have to cover. So sometimes I look up things with the Bucks County District Attorney's Office for my job. They are taking a break this week. Saturday afternoon, they're going to be playing.
That's a long break.
They're going to be playing Game 3 in Milwaukee.
Are you telling me that they're taking Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off?
Yeah.
That's 3 days. Why can't they just take off 2?
So we will be in Boston. We'll be in New York.
I was going to say, we're not going to be in Boston this week.
Yeah. Well, I'll say we'll be in New York Saturday. That's fine.
I mean, yeah.
No one's even watching at the moment. But
one person.
Yeah. So the Celtics have cut the lead to 80-71 at the free throw line. Derek White not performing with a triple-double.
But look at how similar him and Jason Tatum look, seriously.
Yeah.
Let me get a side-by-side. Derek White. On my
Let's see if that comparison's
tablet.
Closer than Brook Lopez and Keegan-Michael Key. Oh, Giannis, the mid-range fall-away not going. And Boston trying to impersonate the 60 Celtics with their fast break, but the Bucks are too quick. Three-pointer,
nope.
Not there. Giannis is 11th rebound of the day, I believe. Oh, triple team, and Giannis drives right into the triple team. And he draws the foul, or does he not?
Look.
Okay. All right.
Pretty similar.
Well, you got to see the other's face.
I mean, I know Jason Tatum's face well enough. Oh, here's another one.
Different eyebrows, different facial features. I see where you get it, though.
Same kind of hair color.
Different nose.
Yeah, same, but I mean, they look similar.
Different nose.
True, but still.
And
they both have a beard.
Grayson Allen getting a taste of his own medicine. Getting smushed in the chest.
Why do I have a notification on here? I already looked at that, peoples. I have a notification. There. Better. To the one person in the chat.
Yeah, mid-range.
What do you think about this game? And yeah.
82-72. Bucks up 9, 35 left. All right.
Come on, D. Come on, D. Come on, D. Come on, D.
Defense.
Defense get tough.
Defense
get tough, as they say at Marquette. Defense get tough.
Oh, rainbow jumper hitting nothing but the back of the iron.
Attaboy Bobby with that rebound.
Playing some two-man game, but swinging the basketball. Team game. Boston, though, some fantastic rotations to where the ball is inside with Pritchard, but he's getting called for the foul. Just think of it. A Wisconsin sports team actually getting calls because they're a world champion.
It never happens. We always get disrespected by everybody.
No, we don't. Not
Sometimes.
always.
The media is, I'll be honest, I've been, like, even after we win the finals, then we're, like, put as, like, the fourth favorite to win the finals the next year.
No.
I'm like, people, like,
let's see.
The world champion should always, in my opinion, should always be
no.
the most of the time should be the favorite. No. And I mean, in the Bucks situation, they should have been. The team that was the favorite they were swept.
Come on, Javon.
Let's go, Javon. Boston swept the favorites to win the finals.
There you go.
I mean, Boston swept the favorites in the first round. Like, Robert Williams, stop getting all in.
Come on, Javon Carter. Be a bulldog on defense. Be a bulldog.
Let's go, Javon. Robert Williams got in his way and just almost ran him over like he's running over everybody.
But it didn't work. And a three-ball side pocket. Bobby Portis. 87-72. 15-point lead.
Bobby.
37 left in this contest.
Bobby.
Oh, and Giannis with the fake to help draw the defense away from POTUS to pop the three. Love it. Love it. Oh, the greenery in this series. And these pictures of Boston, by the way, you're seeing very similar to Philadelphia
that's what I was
in downtown.
And almost Baltimore from the Harbor.
Very similar to Baltimore as well.
I'll be honest, I like Baltimore's more. I like Baltimore's historic harbor area more than Philly's historic neighborhoods because of how more chill it is. We were there on an afternoon during spring break, but still, it was so chill.
Yeah. And you'll see that on our current video, current vlog video, our Brewers Baltimore trip when we went to Memorial Stadium.
If it tells you my dedication to the Bucks, though, literally my password to get into this has something to do with the Bucks.
Don't tell them that. Yeah, let me put this link in here in the vlog. Our Brewers, come on, Memorial Stadium, Baltimore Harbor video. Go check it out there. We love that you're with us. We love that you're with us this late.
I actually said that that was my old one anyway. I just realized that. So.
Oh man, these Bucks. This again is, the great mark of a championship team is what you do against adversity, how well you adjust. Because if you can beat a team playing their game, and you're better than they are when they're playing their best play in their game, that's the mark of a champion. That's what the Bucks are now, and that's what they are continuing to play like, even though they don't have home court. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Miami and Philadelphia. With a healthy Embiid, I would say Philly's the favorite, but obviously he's not.
He'll be back for Game 3.
We don't know that.
According to Woj, it's probable. Let me put it that way.
Which means there's a reasonable chance he'll be back for Game 3.
Yeah.
But then Philly would have to win probably 4 out of 5 against Miami. That's doubtful.
Okay, let's think about this. Even without Embiid, let's think about this, okay? Let's think matchups here, okay? At center, obviously, the Heat win. Bam Adebayo.
Back to live action.
At power forward, the Sixers win with Toby. Excuse me, small forward, he win with, what's his name? With
12-point game, a 3-pointer by Horford.
With, Jimmy Butler.
Oh, no look pass from Giannis to.
You had a lot of no look passes.
To Holiday, who just
sides.
Pushed a guy out of his way, literally elbowed him out of his way when he was messing with him, and a good no call there because there was action on both sides. The Bucks respond back with a jumper from Carter to make it a 14-point game.
Shooting guard, Sixers win, and point guard, I actually would say Tyrese Maxey would be Kyle Lowry.
But 4 out of 5. 3-pointer. Beautiful.
Brad Stevens just left his suite.
Oh, he can't watch.
The general manager, I think he's going down. The former coach, I think he's going down to the bench right now and giving them a talking to.
92-75 Bucks. And Boston just answers back with a 3 of their own because they heard the GM's coming down to give him, you know what?
He was
92-78.
He was their coach until this year, so he knows the team very well.
Oh, and the 3-point special not
Giannis,
working that
time. Rebound, Giannis.
Oh, man.
Go for it. You got to rebound, my man.
Especially in the playoffs.
Yes.
Especially in the playoffs. Oh, beautiful steal there.
And I
Wes
think they're calling
Matthews with the work.
Bucks ball, or was that Wes or Drew? Oh, Jason Tatum, mad. Yeah, that was Wes, and then he comes in.
Yeah, that's a little bit of physicality.
Wes got that.
Little bit of physicality there, but.
And Tatum wanted to get up and watch this, and he goes, and then starts screaming at the ref, and Al Horford has to take him away.
Man. Oh, wow. 6:44 left. Bucks up 14. Oh, wow. This is the kind of game I wish I could be at. I wish I could be in that arena screaming my head off.
I'd be.
Oh! Did Giannis just do what I thought he just did? Giannis was out of control as he went up for a layup, realized it, had the presence of mind to bonk the ball off the backboard and to work himself free to grab it and slam it with one motion. We're looking at this replay. He does the step. He bounces it off the backboard as if it's like an NBA dunk contest move, gets it back, and dunks the thing.
What happened?
That's what the Celtics are asking themselves.
That dunk was so good it put me to sleep.
16-point lead. We're under 6 minutes left for the Bucks.
That dunk had the power to put me to sleep. It was so powerful.
And he just turned the ball up.
That dunk should have. That probably. Oh, it almost.
That's a highlight film dunk forever.
Oh yeah, that's a poster.
Oh my gosh.
That's on. That's gonna be on kids. That one's gonna be on kids' posters throughout the world.
To our new viewers, hello.
Hello.
Chime in about this game or about whatever is on your mind, within reason. As we're talking Bucks Celtics, 5:36 left. The Bucks up 16 after one of the most ridiculous moves
over
and dunks
Jason
that
Tatum
I can remember.
too. He went over Tatum.
Man, Jason Tatum. I hope you're getting royalties for the posters.
Hey, let me try. There. Did you hear that?
I hope you're getting royalties for the posters you're about to go on.
I mean,
and kids, I hope you have room on your walls for those posters. Paraphrasing the great Kate Scott, the voice of the Philadelphia 76ers.
Yeah.
And by the way, I think it's absolutely awesome that Kate Scott is the voice of the Sixers. Lisa Byington is the voice of the Bucks.
Lisa Byington done a great job.
Great play-by-play announcer. You're tired.
Of what I've heard. Any more M&M's. Of what I've heard.
We haven't had as much opportunity to listen to Kate call a game after our move to Philadelphia, which happened during the Bucks NBA Finals run.
That's true. That's awesome.
The run in the playoffs. The day we officially moved in here was the day the Bucks clinched their spot in the finals, July 3rd.
Mm-hmm. We were at a bar watching because
which he was allowed into, but
we were outside where they had like a TV bar kind of set up outside. Because when you don't have a TV provider because you just moved, it's kind of hard to watch a game.
Mm-hmm. Here's the experience of that special trip. There's that. Go check that link out. All right, what flavors do we have of these M&Ms here?
They're just normal.
They're just normal but different coded colors.
Yeah. And they taste better than normal M&Ms for some reason.
That's crazy. Are they like, they have like an egg flavor, sort of like custard's better than... Strange.
Pick whatever you want.
Okay. I'm randomly grabbing 2 blues and a purple. Of course, an all-time fan of the blue.
Of course.
Went to Marquette. Brewers. Throwback Packers. And the best Bucks alternate jersey ever.
The 3 best colors. The blue one? Best alternate? After this,
Because blue.
I'll say it's black.
It's blue.
It's black because we won the championship in black.
You had to remind me of that, didn't you?
Oh, we did?
That's true. That's true. It's like they need to use that jersey forever. Any jersey, maybe any jersey the Bucks have ever worn where they won a championship should be part of their permanent jersey rotation.
Did we win 71 in the greens or the whites?
In green.
I'm telling you, we need to bring back the orange jerseys from last year, the greens. They had the antlers and it was green and cream.
Not bad.
That was fire.
Not bad.
Especially seeing PJ Tucker against Kevin Durant.
94-78. Bucks over the Celtics. 5:19 left.
Why couldn't the Bucks wear
quarter.
their green in this game?
Because it's too dark of a color.
They did against the Nets last year.
It's still too dark of a color.
No. They wore the green against the black.
They shouldn't have.
No.
They shouldn't have.
They did. I'm 90% sure they did.
Lead cut to 13, 94-81.
The Bucks know how to win these kind of series.
Yeah, I mean, they know how to win these kind of games.
And, I mean,
plenty of time.
And they did it they won the Eastern Conference Finals without Giannis.
True.
Against a team
just
as talented as this.
Gotta have better shot selection than that, Drew Holiday. And Boston spreading the floor well.
Trying to make a comeback. That's charge.
No.
Or no. I mean, that's a
That's a block. Yeah, he was moving. He didn't have a status position.
That first.
Previously, great ball movement by Boston on that three-pointer. And that's the key, is getting ball movement to get open shots.
They double-teamed Tatum, which left a guy wide open, and left another guy wide open.
They missed it that time, though. The Bucks will gladly take that with 4:18 left.
I think this game's in the bag.
Close. We're not all the way there yet. This one isn't necessarily in the bank, but we're driving into the parking lot. I'll put it that way. I miss Ted Davis. Great voice of the Bucks. I haven't had a chance to hear the new guy because we live here in Philadelphia.
He came from Virginia.
True, but Ted Davis, he was the voice of the Bucks.
Ted Davis.
On radio for 25 years, as a matter of fact.
I mean, Ted Davis is Ted Davis. Like, it's like Jim Paschke is Jim Paschke.
Right.
Bobby Uecker is Bobby Uecker.
Yeah.
Brian Anderson is Brian Anderson.
The Philly Fanatic's the Philly Fanatic.
Exactly.
The next Bucks announcer has to be a green thing from the Galapagos Islands. The only problem is, you can't talk.
Yeah.
So you need a translator. Can you translate Galapagosian?
Keegan Michael Keegan.
What?
And, like, you get it. Anger translator.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
How would the anger translator work with a Philly Fanatic?
Does.
3-pointer by Boston. They just cut the lead to 12.
Michael Keegan can work with anybody.
That's true. Pay attention, Grayson Allen. Ball's coming to you. Okay, you got it.
Grayson or Brooke? I couldn't tell.
That was Grayson. There's no reason why Brooke would be way out there on the perimeter.
He can shoot threes. My man can shoot threes.
Plus, the dude had a 1-digit jersey on.
Okay, I can tell that part. I'm just saying, don't say Brooke can't shoot threes.
He can shoot threes.
Because Brooke can shoot threes.
Brooke can definitely shoot threes. I'm wrong about that.
2019, I mean, you saw what happened.
Yeah.
Splash Mountain. Let it fly. Let it fly.
Excellent.
Whole
Very true.
I miss that 2019 team.
Yeah.
They were awesome. That's the first year that the Bucks actually were like contenders. It was Splash Mountain, Greek Freak, Cash Money. Who's our shooting guard?
I forget.
Dante?
But that was their first year where they were the number 1 seed.
Yeah, Dante, so the big Ragu. And it was the President Brogdon. We have President Brogdon, now we've got President POTUS.
I think we're better with POTUS.
Oh, yeah.
Than with Brogdon, but I do miss Brogdon.
Yeah,
good character guy.
Great player. He and his talent has been wasted in
Wow. The Celtics have shot 49 3-pointers.
and only made 18. And
That's not a bad percentage.
And
that's like higher than 33%.
True. And it said that they've only made 8 2-pointers in the fourth, I think. Right?
Yeah, they're just...
So only 16 points on...
Oh, great tip out for the rebound. 3.5 minutes left in the draw foul on Tatum. Excuse me. I love this. When the other team throws their best shots at you, they are extremely skilled. They force the tempo of the game, and then you come back and hit them with haymakers.
Attaboy, Drew. Attaboy.
And don't just take the lead back, but take total control. That's the mark of a champion. That's the mark of a champion.
West playing tight D. I like to see it. He's playing really tight D and getting ran over by people. Almost. Getting real physical with Tatum.
Man.
Decent call. I mean, Bobby Potus is mad.
Mr. Referee, do you really want someone wearing those shades that angry with you?
You don't want Wes or POTUS mad.
Especially Bobby POTUS.
Because Wes, he's a good ball player, and he will shut the haters up quick. He's really made a rebound this year from his years with the Lakers. Well, that's right. Wes was.
Yeah.
Wes wasn't with us 2019, was he?
I don't think so.
He was 2020. He was with us.
Yeah.
Bubble year. Right. The bubble was fun. That was fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the bubble.
They figured out a way.
Yeah.
They figured out a way.
The bubble was actually a pretty fun playoffs, except the Bucks kind of. If there's no bubble, the Bucks win the finals that year. I think.
Say that.
I think.
No.
I mean.
No, they just had matchup problems against Miami.
Yeah. And then the next year we come back and sweep them. I think we play Miami again, we win because we just have this thing with Miami now. We always play them.
No, Miami gave us problems this year, I think.
I thought it was.
Look it up.
Mariners outfielder gets his first home run, 450 feet blast.
Yep. The Bucks and Miami split the season series. Actually, no. They played 3 times. Heat won 2 of the 3.
I mean, when it's and
all 3 home teams won.
That's 4.
No. Oh, March 2nd. That's right.
March 2nd, 20.
Yeah, they split it. Okay, but that was my bad.
Yeah, the home team won each time. So Miami would have home court, but
so they should be the favorite if that happens.
Sure. But the Bucks, I'm pretty sure in that last game.
Oh, slam put back.
Did Giannis play in that? Can I use your thing?
Sure. Slam put back to make it 99-87. Milwaukee 2:39 left.
So they were fully healthy, but
3-pointer goes awry. The ball just went off the backboard on the opposite side, thanks to Boston. So it goes back to the Bucks. Love it.
Just checking to see for any injuries. None there. Okay, so in Miami, the Heat won without Jimmy Butler. And the other time, the Heat won. I don't remember this game. Early in the season, the Bucks did not have. Oh, in both of those games, we didn't have. This game we didn't have Drew, and we got killed, and we didn't have Brook Lopez.
But we got killed.
But Drew and
it would not have made much difference.
But yeah, I think it's a pretty even series.
There you go. Oh, Giannis, is he hurt?
A little bit.
Is he hurt?
He's just. He's fine. He always has some times where he just kind of has shake it off a little. Before I was like, every
shake
time
it off a little, playing with like a broken leg, like you did last year in the finals, or like a major knee injury.
It was kind of funny how how before I was like every time Giannis went down, I'm like, no, and now I'm like, oh, it's just normal to see him go down and just come back up because sometimes you just need a second on the ground.
Oh, they're showing the putback slam again.
And what's Brooke doing? Brooke was just messing around with some of the Bucks players, yelling at him to have some fun.
Nice.
He's like, Steph Jaw, that'll be an interesting one-on-one.
True.
Giannis with 24 points. Second career. Giannis with 24 points. Second career triple-double. The Celtics fans.
Turn out the lights. The party's over. They say all good things must end. Or you could do, who was those? Where were we doing the Sound of Music thing? Who was that one? Oh, that was at work. We were talking about using the Song of Music sound or song when a player fouls out. So long, farewell, Avidas, and good night.
I love when the fans will go, nah, nah, nah.
Hey,
goodbye. That's always funny.
Boston just cut the lead to 12 with 1:42 left. Not supremely worried, then. Not supremely worried.
Ted Davis always says this game is in the bank and gaining interest.
That would be Ted Davis's old line, yes.
This game is in the bank and gaining interest, folks, as we go to 120 left.
But Boston's trying to come back.
Nope, denied.
Not that time. Thank you, Mr. POTUS. Bobby Portis, otherwise known as Bobby POTUS around Milwaukee.
That's crazy, Gus Johnson. Denied by Bobby POTUS.
Go look up the YouTube video of Gus Johnson ordering at McDonald's. It's an impersonator. It's ridiculous.
I love Gus Johnson.
It's ridiculous.
Gus Johnson and Gus Johnson should do a collaboration. Gus Johnson, the YouTuber, and Gus Johnson, the announcer.
Oh, I haven't seen Gus Johnson, the YouTuber.
He's pretty popular. I don't remember exactly what he does, but, Jordan Poole. Interesting that Jordan Poole has 21 points a game this year.
When Golden State has a triumvirate of guys,
and Jordan
all
Poole,
21 plus points a game.
Jordan Poole's not that crazy. I mean, he's a good player, but not that relevant. Excuse me. Oh, and Smart with a limp.
Walking back early.
The defensive player of the year. Oh yeah, there's a limp there.
Notice, by the way, how the walls on the inside of TD Garden are black. Because I think the Bruins own the arena.
Really?
Confirm that, though. Who owns TD Garden? It's actually owned by Delaware North. That's the company that owns a lot of the rights to a lot of stadiums' food. But they own the whole arena. That's strange. And TD Garden.
Oh, and Mac Jones is there, according to someone who's verified on Twitter.
This is funny. TD Garden, its main sponsor, TD Bank, is a subsidiary of a bank based in the Bruins' arch rivals, or one of their arch rivals, towns, Toronto.
That's true.
That's funny. We're under a minute. Bucks 101. Celtics 89. Game 1.
I'm doing the play-by-play quiet whispering so you can't hear it.
But you still, I guess if they can't hear it, you're okay. But still, it's
Thanasi on the court.
Thanasis is on the court. That means
it's not Thanasi. It's Thanasty.
Nasty.
As his nickname is.
Giannis's brother, Thanasis Antetokounmpo.
And then, who's actually older than Giannis? Fun fact.
Yes.
We have, who else do we got on the floor?
That was the worst attempt I have ever seen at a foul drawing attempt by an offensive player, by a shooter in the history of basketball.
Who did it?
I didn't see who it was, but he was flailing his legs like 2 seconds after the shot.
So
just horrible.
On the court for the Bucks, we have Jordan Nwora, Serge Ibaka, the MVP of the Spanish League, Thanasis,
4, 3, 2,
and some other guy.
1. That ends the 24-second clock. Boston has 19.2 seconds to overcome a 12-point deficit.
Can you look up who number 59 on the Bucks is, please? because I don't know who
I
that
can
is.
do that. 59 Bucks roster. And
Rajon Tucker.
Rajon Tucker. That is going to be it.
As the Bucks take a 1-0 lead.
Boston Celtics 89. We are up 1-0 in the Eastern Conference semifinals, and we did it without Khris Middleton.
Yup.
A resourceful Milwaukee Bucks team against the best defensive team in the NBA, getting the job done. Tuesday night is going to be game 2.
Uh-huh.
I'm working. You got school the next day, so we will not be having anything. Game 3, we will be traveling.
Yes.
And we're going to figure out what we're going to do for a live video at some point.
I mean, if only we could do the... I said to him, we should do if we were able to, we should do a 2-minute Kentucky Derby stream. And that, I mean, it's kind of hard. I mean, how do you describe what's happening without doing play-by-play for horse racing?
Just go! He's got the lead! Go! That's how you do
Yeah.
it.
You can see Giannis being interviewed. Looks like he's, emotional. Huge
He's
win.
not emotional.
Maybe, but he's tired.
Thoughtful.
Tired. Looks like he had some tears. Probably tears of sweat.
It's sweat. It's not 8 tears. It's sweat.
But it is tough without your sidekick out there.
Job done.
Yeah.
He got the job done.
As Bucks Nation getting down there. Is that Peter Fagan I see? Or is that just some random...
I'm sure the Bucks ownership is there.
Or is that just a lookalike?
I'm sure Bucks ownership is there. Not Aaron Rodgers, but the rest of Bucks ownership.
Lazary, Edens, and the other two.
Jamie Dimon. Yep.
And who's the other guy?
Mike Fascitelli, but I don't think he's really an owner. But
he's part of the group.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you all for joining us. Go check out the replay. And we will talk to you again soon. Check out our vlog on Tuesday. For Little Buddy, I'm Daddy.
So long from Sorgy Story Studios in Philadelphia. See you, everybody.